What happened?
He's small.
I'm small boys. Oh, Lord, not that small. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh.
I forgetted that when I unplug my headset, it undefaults. Now you can hear me. Yay! God damn it. I forget that every single time. Fuck me sideways. To summarize, we are now on YouTube. Go watch our stuff there, including past sessions as well as our current ones, because we're now streaming there as well. But we are still doing our charity drive for Extra Life. They benefit children's hospitals across continental North America, meaning the United States as well as Canada. Specifically, we're going to be benefiting Children's Hospital of Atlanta to help those sick kids. So it's a very worthwhile cause. So open up your hearts and wallets and go donate there, and possibly win some cool stuff like a digital copy of Touch Culture and Everything, or a SteelSeries gaming mouse and SteelSeries gaming keyboard. So that being said, unless anybody else has any fun and exciting announcements, yes, no, maybe so. Anybody else anybody got a birthday in September that I should know about? I'm pretty sure everybody's actually had their birthday already in this campaign. So I think we're good on that front. I don't have to worry about that for a whole other year. We're good. No more birthdays for like 6 months. Not until May of next year. That's the first one, I believe. Actually, Jones might be before you, Cody, I think. I can't recall. But anywho, mostly just trying to buy time for our boy Gloob so that we don't, since there's relatively few participants in this combat. But to do that, we'll go ahead and hop into our recap from last week. So, our friends and heroes in this here Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign broke their fast by eating not good berry jam for once. It was a breaking. Actually, that might actually be the problem. You broke the ritual. That would explain everything.
It wasn't morning, you know?
It was actually, I think it was morning though. You slept into the evening, and then everybody else slept through the night into the morning. But they got up and started planning what they were going to do about this camp of goblinoids that they knew had prisoners, as well as. Good gracious! Now I'm very concerned. I will fix that here in a minute. I guess I'll finish up this here thingamabob. But planning and deciding that the course of action they were going to take is they were going to try to convince the goblinoids, the hobgoblins and the goblins, that the Oni was in fact a traitor to Granny Nightshade in an effort to turn them against him. So, proceeding with that plan, Jakob drank his potion of Enlarge Reduce, choosing to enlarge himself in an attempt to be a similarly physically imposing figure as the ogre that they knew was present in the other camp. Going ahead and taking that, And they went on up, deciding they were just going to get in there and possibly light some stuff on fire to cause some chaos. Ella giving Jakob a couple of vials of alchemist fire, as well as Gloob running around with a bunch of flasks of oil. They went in, walking past, unbeknownst to them, some goblin sentries who began to, most actually kind of beknownst to them, if I recall correctly, who began kind of signaling to the camp that people were approaching. Gloob then snuck off to douse things in oil so he could do the arson, and our party began interacting with the camp. After some brief back and forth in an attempt to intimidate them into cooperation, where they really it didn't seem like they were doing kind of okay, but because Jakob was translating for the goblins who only spoke goblin and not common, it didn't quite line up. They weren't able to quite hit with the kind of punch to intimidate them or convince them to go along with their plan, and the goblins launched an attack and the hobgoblins followed suit. All hell broke loose. Goblins got put to sleep on one side of the camp. Jakob ran forward, engaging the ogre on the other. Arrows started flying out of the woods from the goblin sentries that had been out and about, and lots of the hobgoblins died. The ogre died. Jakob almost killed the captain of the hobgoblins before taking an enormous retaliatory strike that knocked him down, before getting brought up and then knocked right back down by the other two hobgoblins. As they were finally finishing off the last of the goblinoids within the camp, one of the prisoners who they had seemingly convinced to take up arms and assist them in their battle against the goblins came around from where the weapons were being stored with a glaive in one hand and a ruined javelin in the other, before throwing a javelin of lightning through multiple members of the party, not quite landing into Gloob, but still giving them a run for their money, doing some damage, before turning around and killing one of the other humans, revealing himself to be the Oni. And things really started to go down. Having killed some of the last of the hobgoblins and everything, they came around. They were able to put some good damage on him, Julian, summoning up his shadow monster to slow down the Oni, as well as perhaps keep track of him and hurt him. In an attempt to dispel his invisibility, Bart did use his second, third level spell slot to cast Dispel Magic, dispelling the invisibility, but unfortunately, due to the Oni's ability to repeatedly cast that spell, he became invisible again, before floating up high in the sky with one Gloob attached to him by the hilt of his blade, before snapping a magical item of some kind and encasing our heroes as well as the surrounding area in magical darkness. That apparently hurts. Gloob fell in an attempt to smack the Oni one more good time, has landed on the ground, and that is actually where we are going to be picking up our session, on the Oni's turn. And I have been told that apparently, while it says that it's up on my end, YouTube is not actually live. So, not sure what we can do about that, fellas. What if I do this? I'm going to end it. And we're going to dismiss that. And my YouTube is going to say something went wrong. No shit. I'm so glad. Is everybody having fun right now? Oh no. I'm having fun right now. If y'all would like to take this moment to take a few seconds to plan amongst yourselves as you stand in the dark,
Run.
we will
Keep
we will
standing in the dark.
we will swiftly
There's a
be
really accurate
getting
scene
this
in Chicken
fixed.
Run where they're like, put your head between your legs and kiss your bum goodbye.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. And we're gonna hit start again.
Are you hitting start on OBS and on YouTube?
I don't
YouTube.
have a start button on YouTube. It just now says I'm live.
Okay.
There we go. So if anybody would like to check that again real quick to see if we're actually live this time, because both OBS and YouTube are fucking liars. Oh no. Oh yeah. I never really thought about the fact that we can't see your name there, Kent, because of your freaking scarf. I thought I went back and outlined all the names in black for that exact reason, but I guess I didn't. So,
It shows we're live.
okay, perfect. Well, now we're going to proceed with the Oni's turn, as that is where we ended our session last week. So from high above you guys, and it seems like getting higher by at least a little bit. Y'all just hear calling out in the darkness, as y'all can't see jack shit. Run for me. And that is all you'll hear. Bring us to Jakob's turn. As he is the actual bottom of the initiative order.
I heard what I assume was a loud collision with the ground and a froggy scream next to me.
I would say that's pretty reasonable.
I'm going to attempt to reach down and pick up Gloob and carry him.
Okay. So I'm going to say just roll a perception check for me at disadvantage. Because you are trying to go off of just the sound you heard, and you're just trying to make like a lunge for him.
Jakob, you should try and talk to me.
Yeah.
I've already rolled, so
Dumb.
She's just gonna go grabbing for a frog in the dark.
Yep.
I think that's gonna be a 10. Yeah.
A 10. Okay. Considering he is right next to you, I'm not going to say that you are not able to locate him. However, you are, because you did roll so low, you're going to waste a little bit of your movement. I'm going to say that in a correspondence with the roll, you're going to lose 10 feet of your movement, scrabbling around in the dark, trying to find Gloob. But you're able to put hands on him after a few moments and pick him up. Unless you're resisting, and then it's an opposed grapple check there, Gloob. Actually, as you pick him up, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm wearing gauntlets.
That's a good point. Very well.
He do be wearing
That's true. That's
full
true.
armor.
I'll say go ahead.
And then I'm gonna take him with me as I move 20 feet straight down, which is gonna run me into these tents.
Yep.
And
I
I
want you
think
to take
that's
the fire damage
I
too.
think that's like 10.
So funnily enough, as you run into it and you go, oh, there's a tent here, I should be burning. You are not being burned, and since it was partially burnt, I'll say you can move through that space. It'll be counted as difficult terrain, though. So that's about 2 squares. Actually, to get through all of this stuff right here,
I don't have enough movement.
it'll be difficult terrain to move 15, so it would cost you 30 feet of movement to get all the way through. So you could end like in this square, basically.
Okay.
That would be your movement, and you used your action to find and pick up Gloob.
Yep, and for the end of my turn, bonus action, I would like to pop that potion.
I also realized that I had muted the music. I'm sorry, guys. That probably was very jarring to come back on. But we're going to turn it back on.
And heal 7.
Very nice. Remember, it is 2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
So you did roll twice.
I rolled a 4 and a 1.
That is, funnily enough, very average for 2d4, so it works out. It averages out pretty well. All right, is that it for your turn?
I'm going to say to Gloob, jump out and run.
Okay, also roll a Constitution saving throw as you are ending your turn in the darkness.
Come on, dice. That's going to be 21.
Okay, you succeed the save, but you still take 4 points of necrotic damage. As just the darkness is almost solid as it seeps and burns through your armor. Alrighty, that's going to bring us back to the actual top of the initiative to Bart.
I am.
Wait, hold on, let me
Actually, get the Tailspire. I am going to
know where these guys
probably feel along these boxes real quick and start running in the direction of big footprints that I hear.
Sure. Alright, is that all 25 foot?
That's I was right.
Because
here,
you were
so that's
basically you were right down
2,
5, 10.
3. Yeah, that's 25 feet.
Okay. What else you doing?
I'm gonna call out, everyone, let's go back to where you came. Holler out so we know where you're at.
All right.
Unless you need help, you'll stop yelling. And just gonna keep saying that as I move.
Okay.
And I literally have already said multiple times that with everything happening, clue where Julian was this whole time. So I guess I'll bump into the tent and try to go around it with some more movement.
Sure.
I guess that'll be like half the fumble around there or something.
I'd say like fumbling around it since you're up against the edge. I'd say just take like 5 foot off.
That's about
because
the same anyway.
He was like, Yakub was just kind of going directly through, whereas you just kind of smacked into the side and just lost like a second of movement. Also make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh yeah. 16.
Okay. You take 1 point of necrotic damage because I rolled a 2 and a
Wow.
1 on the d8s.
I like that.
I imagine you do. It works out sometimes. Okay, that is then going to bring us to Julian's turn. Julian, you hear big boom, boom, boom of what you can only imagine is Yakub and then Bart kind of shouting out that. What you doing?
Well, I was going to roll for my direction, but a halfling so helpfully shoved past me, so that gives me a direction of travel, I guess.
Okay.
I do have to roll to see exactly what angle he's gonna take. He might have some.
You
fun
are
log-
very brave.
I'm talking this whole
Yeah.
time, so just echolocate on me, my guy.
Yeah, I'm rolling to make sure I don't hit that pile of logs, is what I'm doing.
Oh, man, that would suck. Can you imagine? Oh, my shins! My legs!
Okay. We're gonna get... The dice gods say we're going to the right of you.
Out of curiosity, Bart, were you doing anything with your spiritual weapons since you didn't use your bonus action? Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to like try to keep
Not
it with
focused on
you.
that shit.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
That was a high low to see whether I hit those logs or not, my guys.
Okay, nice. And you can move through friendly squares without losing movement. So.
All right,
So there we
right
go.
there.
Zoom. Very nice. Look at our little bubble gum
shit.
string. Also, just so everybody is aware, once you hit the ring of standing candles, that is when you have made it outside of the darkness. So
Ooh, that is not great so far. My potion dice.
yep. And once you're done rolling your potion dice, I would like you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
All right, that was.
Also,
it
roll
was,
one for your monster.
My monster still has to take his turn.
I mean, it's kind of like it's all in there with you, so you'll move him and then roll his con save. as
Yeah.
well.
I got 6 back from that potion. Could be worse, I suppose.
All right. And what's your con save?
I have not rolled it yet.
Go ahead and
I
roll it
was
for me.
adjusting my HP on the character sheet. Boo! Good thing I took that potion.
What is it?
Just roll it for full.
Just okay. You take 7 points of necrotic damage.
God damn.
A lot better than it was the last.
Yeah, I've actually been rolling really shitty on so far on this damage, so it's working out.
Yeah, last time I took 15, so you
Yep.
know what? Fuck it, I'll take it.
All right, and that and do your shadow monster.
He is going to roll for his direction though, because I did not give him a verbal command.
I mean,
Okay, that'll be. Come here, ruler.
It's just gonna book it to the other side of the woods.
hell yeah.
It's the best place to have your summon.
Hey,
It's just gonna 1v1 the Oni, and we're just gonna hear it dying in the darkness. It's gonna be epic.
you hear the screams of a shadow creature. What was this movement speed? Was it 40 or 50?
How mad would y'all be if that actually happened and the shadow beast just off screen to the Oni?
That'd be kind of funny.
That'd be
Ah,
fucked
shit.
up.
I lost the
I'd be
fucking-
pissed at myself if I did that. Do you need some help remembering where he goes? All right,
Oh wait. Oh.
move a little farther. There you go.
There we go.
All right.
All
Now,
right.
now roll a con save for me
Now we're rolling a concept for it.
of his whopping like plus whatever.
+2. Another 17 with a 15 on the dice.
Takes 5 points of necrotic damage again.
All right, can we take some substitution jutsu shit and let me have that
How
15?
how far away can that thing be from you and still act? Can it act on its own?
Yeah, I mean it has an intelligence and
Yeah. But what does the spell say? That's a little more important than its intelligence. I just want to double check.
The creature is an ally to you and your companions. In combat, the creature shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours.
Right.
It obeys your verbal commands, no action required by you. If you don't issue any, it takes the dodge action and otherwise uses its move to avoid danger.
Okay. So it will try to avoid danger, and if it can't hear you, it will just sit in the woods.
Apparently.
That's a rip. But what
I
can you
mean,
do?
I'll shout for it later. I got bigger problems.
I guess. Okay, that will then bring us to Ella's turn. And Ella is going to have
Did you say
heard.
anything, Julian?
No, I did not.
Ella can hear Bart, and I gave her a little roll to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 30. And she's going to get a similar roll to not smack into the logs. Okay. Kind of feeling her way similarly. She probably loses about the same amount of movement as you, Bart. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's going to make her constitution save. She does not matter because I don't think she's proficient. Having to click to every single different screen, kind of a pain in the dick if everybody isn't aware. She does not save, unfortunately. As she kind of goes running past you there, Bart, she is similarly starts talking to us. Come on, everybody, keep coming in the same direction. We don't want to get split up. And just kind of trying to be encouraging, even though you hear her like grunt in pain as she moves. That is going to be her turn. And then that is going to bring us to Gloob. You are in the arms of a large fighter.
Well,
Fuck
he,
you,
he
fool.
said he put me down and to go. So
Okay. He dropped you. You're now on your feet for free. So that's nice.
Are we on this tent? I'm confused.
Basically, y'all
the
are standing on that. That tent has basically collapsed. So
Okay.
while you're in that tent, moving through it is considered difficult terrain.
He is trudging through the tent's wreckage.
So it's going to cost you basically 10-minute movement to get out of it. And then you'll be able to move as
Fucking
normal.
Yakob's an asshole. He set him down in the ruin tent and not in front of him.
Yeah, I dragged myself over here because I didn't know where we were going. So
A little tight. It's so hard to see you when I'm zoomed even vaguely far out because your model is so little.
where should I put myself? Because I just dragged myself over.
I mean, I would say either where you are or right over here. You would choose one of the two. You'd need to be in one of those two squares. Because Jakob is basically occupying the squares directly behind that. So if you're there, you are not in difficult terrain.
Okay. God damn it. I've been thinking about this for a fucking week and I have no clue what to do.
I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna fucking beeline for it. I'm gonna use action bonus action, or I'm sorry, action movement to move.
Okay. To make things easy, if you're just moving in a straight line, every time your model collides with a tree, just subtract 5 foot. As you kind of face plant into a tree and then recover yourself and move back around. Yeah, I see you, Mr. I am large over there.
This is gonna fucking suck.
This is the downside.
Can I hand something to Jakob for free?
You're right next to him. You could like press it against him, sure.
Like while he picked me up and like was running me over there.
Sure. I'll say you just kind of like dumped it in his hands as he was like cradling you, like Chris was cradling you like a little baby.
Okay. I am going to shove the greater healing potion into your hand when you like let me go. I'm gonna say, make sure Bart makes it out, and follow my voice. And I'm gonna haul all of my movement
Okay.
over here. 5, 10, 15. I hit the tree. 20,
25.
25, 30, 35.
I think leaping's probably not going to be the best mode of transport in this situation.
Into tree branches. Ah!
Is this tree occupying the square that I'm about to run through?
No. Yeah, those are like
25,
tree roots and
40,
stuff.
45. And then I hit the tree
50.
and lose 5 feet.
Yep.
God damn it.
Oof. That's rough.
You have 30 foot movement speed, right?
I have 25 foot movement speed.
Okay. Well, you've only double moved so far.
I know, but the thing is I don't know how far I am.
That's
The
true.
Gloob, I
So
know
that's
how,
yeah,
can see
I
the
gotcha.
ending.
That's got to be would Gloob just keep going for all he's got, or what would he be using his other action for?
Gloob's gonna take the healing potion. He doesn't know how far this goes.
Okay, that's fair. Go ahead and roll that.
What is it? +2?
Yes, 2d4 plus 2.
3 + 1 + 2 4 6.
And if you could roll
Cool.
a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yeah. Solid. +2. For 7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
You take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Motherfucker.
Don't like that.
Right here with you, man.
And throughout this entire time, I'm gonna say, "Follow me! Follow me! Follow my voice!"
All right.
That's it.
And okay, so ending your turn, that'll bring us to the Oni's turn. Who, Bart,
gonna do exactly
from
what I
off
just
to your side, you hear him speak. Run, little one. Let me feast on your arrogance turned to despair. Let me slake my thirst on your fear. Run for me. Let me hunt. That's gonna bring us to Jakob's turn.
All right. I am going to double move. How much do I have left in this tent?
I will
You
say
said
exiting
you
this is gonna be it. Like you're moving 1 square farther forward will put you out of it.
Okay, so 10.
You'll take 10 feet of movement to
And-
get the rest of the way out of the tent.
Then I hit the first of many trees. So that's gonna be 15 to put me here.
Oh.
Why am I all crooked?
I think because you were getting attacked and stuff. Right? Y'all were
Okay.
dicking around in here before the session started. You jacked up your model.
So 15 to put me here.
Yep.
Oh no. I think that's
This is awful.
another 10 feet, another 15, so 30.
All right.
And then 45.
Come on, Christopher. You can move a straight line for those last
55.
15.
And there we go.
60. There you go. Your model is all kinds of jacked up.
Yeah. Let's see if I can try to.
It's wiggling.
I don't know what happened to you, but
I'll see
I
if
mean-
I can figure it out.
wait. I mean, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
It's my base. The base is all fucked up.
Yeah, the base is all tilted.
19.
19. That passes. You take 4 points of necrotic damage.
I will add that innocent.
Yeah, you're good. Just remember 4. That will then bring us all the way back around to Bart.
I'm going to move 25 feet forward. I guess I'll stop up into that tree. And then, not hearing Julian, I would like to make a perception check.
Okay. What are you trying to perceive exactly?
If there are more footsteps running, since I hear the
So
Omni.
yeah, since that is based on hearing, I will say the darkness is not impeding your ability to hear.
21.
21. You do hear big old Yakub clomping around. You heard like the jangle of like Ella's gear and some of her stuff as she kind of seems to be doing her best that she can to navigate. Like you've just ran past her. You think you probably hear the sounds of Julian kind of moving somewhere, maybe parallel, maybe diagonal to you, somewhere off to your left. And I would say you definitely actively hear Gloob calling out to you guys to follow the sound of his voice directly in front of you.
Yeah, Julie, you still there? You gotta speak up. I don't know if you're alright.
Do I get any free commentary?
I'll say you can respond, yes.
I'm here.
So, like I said, you hear that off to your left, somewhere in the vast inky blackness.
Yes.
All right. Doing anything with your action?
I thought that was my action to perceive.
Oh, I guess that's true. All right. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Do I got to? Oh, dirty 20.
All right, you only take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, that's 5 times as worse as last time.
That is 5 times more than that's what happens when I don't roll nearly as garbage on the dice. All right. And that is gonna bring us to Julian's turn.
I got some shocking information for you.
Okay.
I'm still running out of the darkness.
Sure. Go ahead and
Oh shit!
plot your course for me there, Julian. I'll say you would pretty easily definitely be able to make it all the way out. And it's like walking like through like a water, like a curtain of water, except just with darkness. Because as you step out, you can feel like the absence of a chill, and it almost feels like something is being like pulled away from your skin as you step out from just complete dead void black into the still dark but comparatively much brighter dim light of the Dreadwood.
That's terrible, and I don't like it.
And so you just see this solid wall of black just extending up and around these trees. You see like some tree branches sticking through a little higher up, and you can see it just curves up and out of sight.
Do I see... Gotta ask, do I see the Oni, any goblins, hobgoblins, or survivors?
Roll a perception check for me.
Is that passive perception or active perception?
I mean, if you're actively trying to look around, then I would say it's
I'm
your
just
active.
saying, do I see anything with my passive when I...
With your passive is 13 or 14, correct? I have it written down, actually.
I will tell you,
it
is
is
a
13. Yep. I will say with a 13, you do not currently see anything.
Okay. I am going to ready an action to shoot any baddies I may see while I wait on my friends to get out.
All right. So you have an action ready. You got your an arrow knocked, and you're looking around. All right, that's gonna end your turn.
Where'd my buddy go? There he is.
And bring us
Moving in
to
that
Ella.
direction.
Ella. I've lost Gloob. Where the fuck did you
He's
go?
right in front of me.
Is he right in front of you? Oh, there he is. Yep, you
Mhm.
blend in so good. I need like neon colors that I can set the bases to, so that it just
could
like
put a torch on
really
them.
stands out. Ella, I will say, could definitely hears like you guys actively talking and stuff. Y'all are trying to move. So
Oh, and yeah, good point from last time. I just remember that it's not
20,
heading to me without command.
25, 30.
I'm going
yeah.
to call out to my hound.
Okay, roll a perception check for your hound. It is pretty far away from you.
I mean, D&D maps tend to be pretty small, and you can hear shouts from pretty far away, so I'm not too concerned.
This is through a dense forest, though. Is my my concern lies. And
Where
it
is
is
it?
the complete opposite of you.
There is no
Almost.
bonus, so we shall see.
Go ahead and roll it.
Oh my god, natural 20, fuck yes.
Okay. What do
I
you
mean,
say?
I
I will
should-
say with a natural 20, I will definitely say that it hears you. What are
was-
you saying to it?
Probably should have, like, prayed for that natural 20 to be on, like, something besides the hound hearing me, but, you know, whatever, I
Uh-huh.
guess. Just come to me, my hound. Come to me, my hound.
Okay. And it is smart enough to not run back through the darkness.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it, like, go.
But it's already used its turn, correct? It's already used all its movement to move outside of the dark.
It used 30 feet to get out. It has, if it double moves, it has 50 more feet to go.
Okay. So it's gonna just run along this whole perimeter to about there.
Yep.
And you are all the way over here.
Will you spotlight that so I don't lose it? Because when I start moving this guy, it'll.
I got you. Oh! This is the God Lamp. That's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
call it from now on. Could I request
Lamp.
God Lamp over here? Yep. Also,
Yeah,
if
but
anybody is aware, when this bubble disappears, I am not removing all those candles. Those are there for the duration of this session, and probably they are never coming off this map ever again. I am not going through this whole map to remove all those fucking candles.
This is
Alright.
going to be the location of our base of operations, of course.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, that is all of both of our turns.
Okay. 25. So this is 30. Ella is unfortunately still moving, kind of trying to follow you, Gloob. So she moves another 5. 10, smacking into a tree. 15. 20. 25. 30. As she's going by, kind of like stumbling into you as you're calling out, Gloob's Gloob. Hopefully it ends soon. Making her con save. Very nice. Ugh. Math is really hard sometimes when it comes to like having to round numbers. I'm noting, like, I don't know why that seems so difficult in the moment, but it really does. And at the end of her turn, Gloob, somewhere in the murk nearby you, just kind of off in the distance, you do hear the voice of the Oni as well. Will it all be the same again, little Grung? Will you watch them all die, as you did watch her, helpless to do anything again? And now it's your turn, Gloob.
Don't like that. Ooh. Let's see. Shit. All right. We're gonna move. I've already smacked my face in this tree for last turn.
I will say that you'll get around it without losing any of your movement since you smacked into it last time.
Is anything actively like nearby, right here?
With your path, without using your action, I will say you don't seem to see anything immediately around you.
Okay. When I get right here.
Mm-hmm. So just outside the range, and like similar to Julian, it's almost like something is being peeled off of you as you step through. Like you can feel the inky darkness that was burning you as you made your way through this darkness, just like being like peeled away from you like a film.
Follow my voice and don't stop. I'm going to use fuck, how much movement was that? The trees would stay the fuck out of my way. That would be appreciated. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just gonna bonus action dash into these trees right here.
Okay, just moving over to that little cluster. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna turn my eyes to the sky. You said that sounded
it was like kind of it was somewhere off to your side in the darkness.
Ground level, like he was in it with me.
Hard to tell. Hard to tell.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see him?
Sure, go right ahead.
I assume it's at disadvantage, actually.
You technically have your goggles.
I was thinking because he's invisible.
Yeah. All things considered, yes, I'll say make it a disadvantage.
12 total.
You don't seem to see the Oni anywhere.
Okay. All right. That's it. That's it for my turn.
Okay. Alrighty. That is then gonna bring us to the Oni's turn. Which, let's see here. Let me see here. I'm making my little grid to actually look at here. Julian. Sorry, I'm just having to double check the save on this. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Before he makes that, I don't know what it's for, but I want to make it clear about what I said when I got to the end. I don't know if I said it out loud or not, but I want to say, keep following my voice. This is the end. Or, like, this is the end of it. I'm out of it right here. Keep following my voice.
Okay.
That is a 23 on the wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So
+6, my guy.
As you're standing there almost up against the darkness, you just see these like kind of shadowy, almost like dripping inky black hands that come lunging up out of the ground around you, going to like grab up around your arms and your legs and everything. And as they do, you take 5 points of, I think this is also necrotic damage. Yeah. You take an additional 5 points of necrotic damage as they seem to like sink through your armor, not making contact, and then immediately burning into your skin. And for a moment, you just feel a very swift and like overwhelming sense of fear before you're able to shake it off.
Did this come out of the circle?
It came from beneath your feet.
We've
Okay.
been walking on the Oni the whole time, fellas.
The Oni is the forest.
The floor is Oni.
Floor is Oni. Jesus.
Okay.
All right. That's going to bring us to Jakob.
Starting my turn, Am I allowed to say anything?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to just kind of yell, Bart, are you all right? How are you feeling?
I mean, like, it's not my turn yet, so I can't
That's
really
fair.
respond to.
So you call out to him, and then you will take the rest of your turn. Actually, I mean, since your turn is next, that's why I did it with Julian. I'll say you could go ahead and like use your verbal for
Sure.
your turn right now to respond to him.
Yeah, I'm right here. We're getting out of here. Don't worry about it. You just keep going.
All right.
That's much better than burp.
Bart toots.
I'm going to, let's see. Oof.
Ella make a dexterity saving through. Big boy coming through.
Boo, boo, boo.
25 would put me right on top of Ella, but I'm going to...
You can move through friendly squares. So this would be like you're about to slam into her, and she just kind of like, oh my, and you
Yeah,
you
it
just
would
kind of
rest
like
me on
step
top of
over her.
So I'm gonna dash.
Okay, and just get yourself out.
Yeah.
Woo!
Which will put me there. I think that'll be like 40 feet of movement,
Mhm.
and then...
And you see Gloob sitting there in the trees, just kind of looking around, calling out to the rest of y'all.
Clarifying question.
Sure.
Did everybody else hear that? Well, I don't know. Do I? Was that like a mental message? Like,
Nope.
or did I hear it?
Oh, you heard it. I'll
Okay.
say with Jakob probably didn't hear it with as low as his passive is. It also wasn't super loud. It was definitely directed at you.
Gotcha.
Oh, how far was Bart? Bart probably heard something, but he probably didn't hear the exact phrasing of it with everything going on.
Gotcha.
Can I use my bonus action to talk again?
Sure.
Julian, Bart, not Bart. Well, everybody, come to me. Come to my voice.
So you and Gloob are now standing both right there, basically saying the same thing of, this way! Come this way!
Did I hear Gloob when I was inside of the...
Yeah.
Okay.
This darkness does not impede hearing, and he was yelling.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like people on the outside can't yell in, so I was gonna like stick my face in.
No, that is not the way it is.
Okay.
Thankfully.
I should probably move a little bit out of the way, just so I don't get ran into.
All right.
Okay, and then I'm gonna have I guess I'm gonna face towards the darkness, and that's it.
Alrighty. That's gonna bring us to Bart's turn. What you doing, buddy? You
I'm
now hear
going-
multiple sources yelling for you to go the direction you have been going.
Well, it just so happens that that's like a perfect beeline for me to just literally go, yep. Double move right to the edge.
So there you are. Nice. Not running into any more trees or anything. Using your action and your movement, you're able to come out of the edge of the darkness. Does that be it for your turn?
That's fine.
Okay. I don't know what that was weird. You just like you were fine, and then it like trailed off the longer you talked. That was weird.
I don't know. Is this any better? Leaning up?
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I think it's your hat. I think your hat blocks
Probably
your
so.
microphone.
This will
It's
be
so
the last
weird.
character I ever have that has a wide
Like
brim
a
hat. No wizard's hats for me in the future.
Or you could do just the cone hat. It doesn't have the brim. It's
Nah,
just the
dunce
cone.
cap.
Yeah.
If I make a barbarian, I'll just make like a dunce cap barbarian.
Hey, whoa. Our boy
Yes,
Dumbledore in like the first movie or whatever went walking around with that. Leave him alone.
Dunsledor.
Ooh.
Dunsledor.
So Ella comes stepping out of the darkness, thankfully having only ended her turn like 10 feet out, and just kind of it looks like everybody made it out okay. Where's Julian?
Can I
Just
respond
looking around.
since I'm next?
Sure.
It's close by. Get ready to attack.
Very well. She just kind of turns back towards kind of like a little bit away from Gloob, a little bit away from Bart, so y'all kind of are getting like a perimeter set up, and kind of seems to be kind of rolling her shoulders. He's kind of twinges of pain in a few places, it looks like. That will bring us to Gloob.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement to lose, or at least try to lose the party a little bit. 5, 10, 15, 20.
By the way, don't feel like y'all have to stay right up against the edge here. I have a whole giant section of forest map if y'all are wishing to basically exit this area.
Gotcha.
So I would ask that you do it as a group, and then we'll just kind of be like, haha, here we are. So we're going board. Anyway.
I'm going to bonus action hide, but before I do that, I'm going to use my action to use Captain's Talent.
Okay.
And I'm going to do, I forget what it's called. Something endurance to give me 2d6 temporary HP.
It's like Bear's Endurance or something.
Yeah.
So it's Eagle Splendor for Charisma, something for Wisdom. I don't know why. Cat's Grace for Dex.
Fox is cunning, bull strength.
There you go. Fox is cunning. That's right. Bull strength. There you go. We'll rattle them all off eventually. Don't worry.
It's going to give me 9 temp HP.
Very nice.
And then I am going to bonus action hide.
All right, go ahead and roll that stealth check for me.
Oh yeah. 30. 19 plus
Holy
11.
shit, very nice. So let me just write that over here. All right. So, ending your turn. All right. So at the top of the Oni's turn. Let me see. All right. So y'all see as the darkness bubble, it just falls out of existence. Almost simultaneously, Bart, you're noticing right as it happens. This is actually kind of difficult to do. Where'd he go? I'd been moving him around on my own thing, so people couldn't, in the stream, weren't being spoiled of his location.
You know, I see why everybody's saying it's offline on YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
We have it as unlisted right now. You should be able to edit here. Actually, I think I can do it.
Is it listed as unlisted? Oh, no. Shit.
It's unlisted. I can fix that real quick.
Okay, you want to do that real fast?
Yeah, I got you.
So as you're doing that, and as the darkness disappears, the Oni appears right next to you guys, swinging as he appears at Jakob. Ooh, shit.
Oh.
Yep.
After he does this, I'll get my AOP, I'm guessing.
That turn has passed, I believe. Or has it?
No,
what was the trigger on your AOP?
When I see a enemy.
I will say you definitely have line of sight on him from here. Due to your positioning, though, he does have half cover.
That is fine.
Because you are facing directly into a tree. So go ahead and roll your attack. And I will just, as we're doing this for the descriptor purposes so that everybody knows what's going on, as he appears as normal as previously described, big blue, mean, ugly looking, but he is now just kind of covered in this like inky black flame that is kind of just going up his arms and legs and his chest.
That is a 19.
A 19 does hit even with the half cover.
Plus 8 do be good, yo.
That's a 26 to hit, Jakob.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, I figured. You take 19 points of magical slashing damage as his glaive just comes crashing through you, just cutting straight through your armor. Are you still conscious?
I'm still conscious.
He whirls around and comes in for a follow-up attack. Oh shit, there goes that d20.
Don't think it'll affect anything you're doing right now, but that was 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. It will not, however, that with only a 13 to hit on the second attack, Jakob, even though you're reeling from that hit, you are able to just kind of smack his blade away.
The way you describe him, me as a player, has an inkling of what's going to happen when I do this. But Jakob, the not magical individual, is going to be riposting.
Do you have? I thought you used your last D8 last session.
Thought I had.
I thought you said you used everything there at the very end.
Yeah, still have one marked as not used.
Okay, go ahead. Make the attack.
I apologize if
No,
if
you
I'm
are
wrong on
okay,
that.
man. You're fine. Make that attack. And what was your damage, Julian?
11.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit, since he does not have half
Thank
cover.
God. Okay, so 1d4, d8, 6.
You do take 9 necrotic damage in retaliation.
That's gonna be 22 points of damage as I go down.
Okay, so we had 11 and 22 total. Correct? You did 11, Julian?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm having trouble keeping track of this all at the same time.
Yes. 11.
Okay. Okay. Very nice. So as your arrow, you loose it, you see it sink home into the Oni. Jakob, with his miss, you then turn around and hit him, but with that flame coursing back down his blade and just swarming up over and into the gaps of your armor and across parts of your face and burning you as you fall unconscious. And you already knocked yourself prone. Very nice. Alrighty. Which, unfortunately, Jakob, as his turn ends, it brings us to your turn. Make a death saving throw for me. Okay. And then the Oni is going to spend 2 of his legendary actions to turn and make a glaive strike at Bart. And that, I think, is a 19 on the nose.
Yep.
Does 19 points of magical slashing damage, Bart. As he sees, even as he takes a pretty solid wallop from the arrow slice from Julian and then Jakob, just smiling. And y'all, I will say that you all can see that you can see evidence of the wounds that y'all have left on him. Some of them seeming almost like they happened like weeks ago, leaving very slight scars. Others, like some of the big hits that y'all did, seeming to go up a little slower, and the more recent ones starting to come together even as they had already hit. But you can see evidence of quite a few of them across his body. But he's still smiling as he then slices across into you, Bart.
All right.
And that is then going to bring us to Bart's turn.
Okay. Is the emboldening? Oh shit! I didn't use emboldening bond, did I?
You did at
I
one
used
point.
bless. I have bless up.
I thought you got emboldening bond out at one point on not because you didn't cast it on Julian because you didn't know where he was.
I believe that was bless.
No, because you cast bless at the very start.
Right.
And that was what you cast on some of the other folks. That ran out. I believe you cast emboldening bond on because Ella got it. Ella got a D4.
Yeah, I actually think Ian's right.
Because I think you cast
I
on
think I
Ella,
remember.
Jakob, and yourself. Or no, you did get Gloob because Gloob was on the very edge of 30 feet from you.
That was blessed before he went in because I had no chance of seeing Gloob after that.
Okay.
It was blessed before we went in, but I think you did emboldening bond in combat.
Yeah, that's what I think happened. If
If
that's
you
up,
guys are all
it's up to you.
saying that I used it, I'll trust you. But I have no idea who it's on. But it,
I'm
don't
pretty sure
remember
it's
it.
on Jakob, Ella, and Gloob.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's who it's on.
all right. So is that still going then?
It lasts 10 minutes, correct?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah,
yes.
yeah. All right. In that case, I will hold my ground
Okay.
Bonus action, cast Healing Word on my homie Jakob, and action to toll the dead of this big fella.
Okay. That's a wisdom save, correct?
Correct.
Alrighty. That is a 15 total.
Let me see what my save is. Sorry.
Should be 16, I think.
It's 16. Yes. So he
Okay.
takes 20.
20.
11 and 9.
Very nice.
Good God.
Yeah, that was a good roll. And oh yeah, D4 dirt. Sorry. 4. So you get
Very
healed
nice.
for 9, Jakob.
All right. Oh. God damn it. This was one of those things that I meant to this is one of the things I meant to address before we started this campaign. I did discuss this with Cody. I am, for the moment at least, walking back death saving throws carrying forward because I realized that was a ruling I made while we were in the middle of an adventure. I'm happy to we'll discuss it and possibly reinstate it because I like the idea of having some kind of mechanic to keep people from just going up down. But because we were in the middle of an adventure, we are walking that back for now, just so everybody is aware.
No
Alright.
rule changes mid
Yeah,
bullshitter.
exactly. That was something that I've been thinking about a lot, and that's why I just blurted it out when we were earlier in the game. So you are now up. You are now conscious with 9 HP. Jakob.
All right.
And I guess for the last of my, if I have any more speaking left over, I'll tell them, well, you finally decided to start fighting rather than playing cat and mouse. Well, I'm not looking too bloody. You want to go ahead and finish her off, or you just going to run away again? That'll be it.
All right. That is then going to bring us to Julian.
Well, I don't like having cover or him having cover against my shots, so gonna move about here-ish. There we go. Yeah. And the only thing I have left in my arsenal is my Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
Are you sure you should use it on this guy?
Yeah, you might want to save it for the boss. You know.
And 2 arrows at him.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll those attacks.
Okay. Thank God I Hexblade's cursed him. That is a 19.
Very
I think,
nice.
hold on, let me check my ability. I think that makes it a crit.
Yes, it does. It doubles. It widens. It opens your crit range.
Oh, thank God.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Go ahead and roll that
Sweet.
damage.
I thought it was like a 16 at first, and then I looked up and it was not.
Does this Oni have a beard?
No,
is he
no, he
looking-
is not. He
Aw,
does not look like this giant that I'm using for his
Okay.
model.
Part
That-
of me wished he had a luxurious beard.
That
It's
first
not.
arrow does 20 damage.
Holy shit! Very nice.
It was an 8 and a 2 with the dice plus 10.
All right.
Oh, and I probably missed on my second arrow, so thank God that first is a fucking
What
crit.
was the second?
I think I have a plus 8. That'll be a 14.
14 does miss. As arrow, your first arrow slams into the Oni, just like just like erupting in black flames as it does so, just searing into him, even seeming to like contest the black flames that currently engulf him as almost a protective field. He lurches forward to the side, and it's as he kind of lurches forward from the impact of that first hit that you release your second arrow and it just goes buzzing past his shoulder through the woods.
I was really hoping for a big damage round. I didn't think I'd miss. With
That's a
my
pretty
high
big.
attack.
There's a pretty big piece of damage there, buddy.
About what I would have gotten if I'd just hit with both arrows. Oh well. Anticlimactic. Where'd the my
Damage
little
is
dude
damage.
go?
Where's the meme? Damage is damage.
Yeah.
Very nice. Are you doing
Get the,
anything else for your turn?
Can I get the godlight?
What do you need the godlight for?
Never mind. I think I can
Oh, you for your fucking your dude.
He's moving on.
I'm coming. I'm coming,
what-
guys.
Where'd he go?
He's stuck on a tree.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, I'm really regretting having this adventure be set in a dense forest because man, does it make maps a pain in the ass.
Okay. And that is all that poor little guy can do right now. So.
Alrighty, that's gonna bring us to Ella, who, seeing as Jakob is still prone, she's gonna run up and trying to maybe take some of the heat off of you guys with the Oni. Is going to attack once. Oh, Jesus. We're going to roll the other die. That's a hit. One hit. Just the one hit. Ella did this almost the same thing you did there, Julian, just not as a crit. So she's going to hit him. Rolling really mediocre on damage. But still getting one solid stab in. Some of the ice from her S-Stock kind of seeming to encroach upon the Oni as she does so, but then her second strike not able to land. The retaliatory flame burning across on her, but she's still standing. I realize this probably does not look very good because I have my iPad linked on something else, so I'm gonna get it back right here. Flinching away from that burning. However, as she leans back, she does thrust her shield arm forward as blood seems to lance out from the open wounds that she has across her body. She says, "You stay still now," as she is going to attempt to bind him in place. Which I think that save is DC 15. He might actually fail that. And he does. So with a total of 13 on his strength saving throw, you see this blood seem to like wrap around his legs and kind of come up around his waist and then seeming to like slam into the ground all around him as they seem to form like small chains and pieces and rope that are just in the shaped in by blood and are just all around him, anchoring him into the spot he currently stands. That is then going to bring us to Gloob.
I'm gonna swing around this little corner right here.
Okay.
And does my 30 stealth check mean I am hidden from him?
You are hidden from him.
Wonderful. I would like to hopefully put an arrow through his head.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack roll for me.
I was really hoping for a natural 20, I'm not gonna lie. It is a 24 total though.
24 does hit.
Will you let me apply my poison to it? My last poison to it.
Is it? Did you use your last one last session, or did you have the one? Okay.
I used 2 of them, so
Okay.
I got 1 left.
I will say yes, considering the circumstances. Yes.
I assume he'll probably succeed anyways. So.
What's your save? Because that's a 14.
He beats it by 1.
Oof. He has a pretty hefty con save, unfortunately.
Yeah, I imagine. Okay. 4, 6, 12. 22 points of piercing damage.
Woo. Alrighty.
And then I'm going to use my movement. I'm going to swing over real quick to right here.
Okay.
I'm going to try to use my bonus action to hide one more time.
Okay, go ahead and roll that for me.
12 plus 11, 23.
23. Very nice. Okay. So as you kind of popped out of your hiding spot and let loose it, aiming for his face as he was turning his head, like catching him like along this cheekbone and like the side of his like eye socket, and just ripping open and cutting through like a large, like just ripping off a chunk of his face, as just kind of just like roaring off to the side. Before immediately like turning and looking around for the source of that crossbow bolt, but not seeming to lay eyes on you.
Awesome.
All right. Is that be it for your turn?
That's it.
Alrighty. So at the top of his turn, y'all do see, like, as gray as some of his wounds are, and it looks like they are piling up. That some of them are just, they are creeping close, as it looks like he has some kind of innate healing. And as he is rooted in place, he doesn't have very many options, and he glances over, seeing that Jakob has been brought back to consciousness. Stay down! And goes to slam you with his glaive. That is... Hold on. That is a 6. Not a 9.
Is that at an advantage because I'm lying on the ground?
It was an advantage, but he rolled a 2 and a 6, which means it does not hit you. So his first one, you're able to kind of roll out of the way as it slams in the ground. He just kind of growls in frustration, lifts it up, and brings it in for a second attack. That one is a 19. Okay.
That hits.
I believe that actually puts you down exactly with 9 points of slashing damage, as the second one then comes back around, just knocking you unconscious. That brings us back to your turn, Jakob. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay. Looking back and around at you two, he is going to be taking his legendary action, but he has two people. One person who's pissed him off and the other who is holding him still. Bart, high-low.
Always high.
Okay, he's swinging at you. As he then whirls around from it, like putting Jakob back down, you just see kind of this anger, some of the pleasure of the hunt seemingly taken out of his, being taken out of this for him, as he is now unable to do what he wills. That is a dirty 20.
That will definitely hit.
That's me 13 points of magical slashing damage. As he comes back around again, just slamming his glaive up through you, just kind of cutting across your torso in your midsection.
Alright.
Alrighty. Alright. Not getting hit very much in the camp fight. Paying dividends.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Alright. So, that now brings us to your turn, Bart.
To my turn. Well, I think I am. Would I even see Jakob over there? Like, or not Jakob, but obviously
Julian?
Jakob. Julian, yeah.
I mean, you're small, and this is a big motherfucker. I'll say, with as high as your passive perception is, that you can kind of like see him down there through his legs, and you saw him like hunker over when he got hit by the arrow. So.
All right. I am going to use my channel divinity to not be next to this piece of shit.
All right.
And get Jakob up in the process to be about right here. Well,
Okay.
actually, you know what? I'll hop around to like right here.
That side? Okay, so you slap just Ella and Jakob?
That's 9 plus 5, so 14 points of healing on both of you.
Alright.
And I need a big fella to make a wisdom saving throw. I am casting Hold Person.
Is hold person in action?
Oh yeah, fuck. I don't know why I was thinking. Thank you. I was thinking
Yeah.
that was a bonus action.
Yeah, you're good.
Uh,
That's what I was like.
for a bonus action, I don't know. I'll remember my spiritual weapon and move it 20 feet closer.
Woohoo!
Like right there or something. Okay, we're good.
It'll be here in 10 rounds.
Be here.
Oh god.
All
It'll
right.
be here when we're not, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be alive by then.
All right. Does then.
Tuxedo Mask shows up at the end. My job here is done. But you didn't do anything.
Eh. Poor. It's not its fault. It's not like it's sentient. That will then bring us to Julian's turn. What are you doing, buddy? You have seen that he is like, despite the damage you're putting into him, he's just wailing on Jakob, and you've seen him knock Jakob down and then hit him again. And you've seen like Bart light up, flare up bright, as you've seen him do when he does his channel divinity, and that light moves a little farther back in the tree line away from you guys.
And my my options are limited. I'm just gonna slam 2 more arrows into him.
Okay. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I gotta double check when he gets to remake that strength save. I believe he gets to make it at the end of his turn. Oh, and Ella needed to take damage for that. Oops, because she did enhance it. So she takes 5 damage. And at the end of its turn. Oh, he does at the end of his turn before, like after knocking Jakob unconscious and kind of turning towards the both of you, he just kind of wrenches his legs from side to side and snaps the blood bindings.
Shit.
You did heal Ella for 14 though, right?
I did. Yeah, I healed her and then took health away because she amplified her
Right.
blood curse. Okay, sorry. I realized I forgot that. Now what are you doing, Julian?
So my first attack roll was a 22,
Very nice. That hits.
and my second one was a nat 20. I'm
Great.
not shitting you.
Take him down.
Hey, roll that damage.
Oh, okay. I
Julian's
swear to God.
Got the Legolas dice over here.
Not the Legolas D8. The first one was a 1 on the dice for a grand total of 11 damage.
Okay.
8. That's the max damage hit.
Okay. So what is that total up?
16, up 1 sec. 26 damage on the second.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That is my first time doing that this campaign. Hooray.
Jeez.
The first arrow slamming into him, like not nearly as hard as the other, but then that giant crit slamming like through his neck, and you'll see it kind of spurt out the front of his throat as he takes out what is some of this dark kind of like greenish purple blood kind of seems to spurt out from the wound and kind of come up into his teeth as that massive hit rocks the shit out of him, and he kind of like is like doing a little bit of the like stumbles forward just a smidgen.
Hell yeah, dude.
We're gonna get this, I think, eventually, this is all gonna be over before my fucking shadow spawn even gets here, good god.
Your
It's a
shadow.
race between the shadow spawn and the spiritual weapon now.
I think the shadow spawn has like an advantage as
Yeah,
a
for
much
sure.
faster movement speed.
Alright.
It's getting there. By God, it's getting there. All right, is that gonna be in your turn?
Yes. Julian has nothing to say to this guy.
Okay. Christopher, if you could do me a favor and just message me directly in Discord your saves and successes, or your failures and successes real quick.
Okay.
Just because since I'd have to go through and pull all your shit up, and this should be slightly faster.
That's both this and last session's. I
Where
don't
did you
check
send
your
that?
messages, Kent.
Do what?
I was like, I don't see anything. I need to know which ones were from the last two that or the one that
From
you
this one?
just rolled. Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like we said, we're not doing stacking, so I just need to know what you're at right now.
Oh, the one that I just did? Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Okay.
Well, he's conscious right now, right?
Oh, yeah, you did just get picked up. That's right. I keep forgetting you've been getting healed right after getting put back down, so you're good. So ignore that question.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Ella is in. Actually, it doesn't make a difference because it doesn't stick around if she's unconscious, so she's gonna make her attacks first. That misses, unfortunately, with a 14. And that also misses with a 14. God damn it. Ella kind of lashing out in this thing, even as hers is just kind of like grabbing her hand and kind of flinging it away. So she's not able to make contact. She does. I said, "Stay still." And like more blood gushes forth as she tries to hold him in place again. Unfortunately, this time the binding's just not able to take root as he just snaps them before they even fully coalesce around him. Ella is not looking great as it looks like her abilities are kind of taking their toll on her. She's looking kind of pale. That's her bonus action. However, she kind of edges over towards Jakob,
Wait,
who's
if
unconscious.
She's got emboldening bind. Would she be able to hit with it, either of those?
No. To roll the 1, and it only applies once. Yeah. 14 to 14, so it needed to be a 2.
I get you.
Close, but not quite there, unfortunately. Okay. That is then going to bring us to Gloob.
Can I peek around the corner of the tree right here?
Yeah.
Right there.
You may.
Another shot his way. Am I still hidden from him?
Yes, with your 23, you are.
Okay. Give me your
Is he
energy.
looking really rough?
He is now looking like the heavy hits that he's got in the past couple turns look like they're starting to add up. Like this, like he is slowly, you can see him healing, but it doesn't seem to be keeping pace with the amount of damage that's being put on him, and getting stuck for a little bit kind of seemed to have hindered him.
It's a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Thank God for that emboldening bond, by the way, which I rolled a 4 on because I rolled a 7 and a 1 on the
Ooh,
dice.
that
So,
is rough.
rolled a 4 on that plus 8. Oh, not great. Jesus Christ. Oof. 12 plus 5 for 17 damage.
17?
17 piercing, yeah.
Still, unfortunately, not quite enough to put him down. That was unlucky. So unlucky roll on the damage dice. Another.
Can I throw a dagger? Can I throw a dagger as an offhand attack?
No.
No?
No.
I'm not. Damn.
No.
Is that a melee thing?
That is there's a specific like battle master maneuver for that ability to called quick toss. Lets you toss a throwable as a bonus.
Are you a crossbow expert?
No, I'm not. I didn't know. Oh, yeah, it's a melee weapon. That is.
Yep. Matt Mercer let Liam do that because he's a nice guy. I'm
does
not
just
that
say
nice.
attack with a different light melee weapon than I'm holding in the other hand, but
You also were holding your crossbow, not the dagger.
yeah. I don't know if this guy's about to fucking blizzard the shit out of everybody or not.
Like another, like, you shot your other arrow and like slammed almost next to Julian's, and it rocked him back again, and just like more of this blood kind of comes coughing up. And he's you can hear that sucking breathing as like they are actively inhibiting, it looks like, the airways in his throat.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to disappear behind this tree further back as like a retreating, because I don't know what this guy's gonna do, and try to hide once more.
Okay.
You're steadily going down for 22.
Did you said you stealthed again?
Yeah.
Okay, with a 22?
Up again. Yep.
Very nice. Okay, despite as rough as he looks, it does come back to his turn, and as y'all see, some of his wounds like closing up a little bit, but still definitely not seeming to keep up, but undoing. It looks like a lot of the damage, kind of like as it heals, like the crossbow bolt that Gloob just shot into his throat kind of snaps and falls away from the wound. Let's see here. Jacob, I'm sorry, dude. Unfortunately,
big boy.
you are prone and an easy target. Just looks down and looks up around you guys, and you just see like a sneer come across his face as he just raises up his glaive and goes to come down on you. He is rolling really shitty though. So that's only a 15 to hit on the first one, missing.
Okay.
The second one is a 26.
That hits.
That's going to be 13 points of damage. A magical slashing, since the second one does hit.
I'm up. I'm up.
Okay. As Oni is now just kind of gasping, and it's like just looks down, and y'all see a distinct look of dismay on its kind of cross its features as Jakob remains conscious through those two attacks. Jakob, it is your turn.
Standing up. It's a bonus action to pop a potion, right?
It is a bonus pack. Yep, it's a bonus. Yeah, if you're potioning yourself, it's a bonus action.
I'm going to be popping the potion that Gloob gave me.
Okay, that is 44 plus 4 for the greater healing potion.
44 plus. Okay.
No,
Boy.
just a flat 48.
Yep.
16. Yeah, 16. Okay. And then going to take 2 attacks.
Okay, are they Great Weapon Master or no?
They're gonna be regular.
Regular? Alright, roll your first attack.
15's not gonna hit, is it?
A 15 unfortunately misses.
Holy bond.
You do have Emboldening Bond.
Yeah, I rolled it.
Okay,
Oh, shit. Bro,
attack number 2.
and you did not use Great Weapon Master?
And he did not.
Nope. I rolled a 4 on both the dice, which brings me up to 15. Oh, just threw my dice.
So
Let's
it just
see.
barely missed as it goes, seeming to go glancing across his skin. What is it?
21.
21 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
What's 9 plus 10?
13. Yes, 13.
So close.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, so you hit him and just seem to chunk into his collarbone. Even after you missed the first one, you do take 7 points of necrotic damage in retaliation for that hit, as it once again goes coursing down your blade. and just burns stinging into you.
Okay.
Okay. Are you up?
Yes, because of the potion.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I had
Oh,
one
yeah.
health before.
That was a very good move. Especially because as you hit him, it's just like a rage is just filling his eyes as he just tries to come in to slam into you again with his glaive, determined to take somebody with him. That is an 18.
I believe that is my AC. Yep.
He did roll really shitty though. That's only 12 points of magical slashing.
Oh, man, this floor is really comfortable.
Oh no. Damn it.
This time though, you didn't get put down before your turn, so you're not having to roll a death saving throw.
That's pretty nice.
This is nice. However, that does use both of his legendary actions and bring us to Bart's turn.
All right. Well. Just.
Oh, I lost you there in the middle of that sentence.
I said, seeing as how Jakob's just a full-on conduit of Sorolali's holy energy, I'm gonna just wiggle on up here and touch him in the big old thigh piece. Come on, buddy. Job's not done yet. We gotta take this son of a bitch out.
Give him
this guy's more healing magic than physical form at this point.
The healing taint.
That is 11 plus 5, because I don't have first level spells yet, so it's second level. 16 points of healing that you're back up. And, yeah.
My chest piece is just, instead of silver, just red.
Dude, you are fucked up. Well, it's because, like, and this shit, his glaive has basically been cutting through your armor like butter. Since it's magic, it's just been going slam, slam, slam.
I don't know. I'm trying. Could I use like my bonus and move action to try to like rush up and sort of like prop him up before he hits the ground type kind of thing?
Hit his asses.
It's worth a shot.
You're gonna try to bench press 1,600 pounds there, Bart?
I got
That's
actually on my side. Miracles happen. All right. Glue.
How much bludgeoning damage is a 1,600-pound man?
Probably more than 6. He would crush me.
Oh no.
Oh god.
All right.
And,
There's so much blood. Like
there
where
it
he's
is
at.
everywhere. All right.
I'm gonna move that spiritual weapon a little bit closer. It's getting here, Phil.
It's getting there, boy. Where is it? There it is.
Swear to
It's
fucking
coming.
God, if that thing gets over here and does the finishing blow,
Calculated, baby.
I doubt it.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Staying where I'm at.
That brings us to Julian.
All right.
Yeah, you watched Jakob go down and then get back up again.
35th verse, same as the first, I guess.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll for me.
Ooh, that's a miss.
Did
For
you
my
use your
first
D4?
It's not gonna matter. It was a 2 on the dice.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I'll use my D4.
Please do.
With a 4 on the D4,
Very
I
nice.
think that's a hit. That'll
is
be a 16.
16 hits on the nose.
Holy balls.
And
Thank you
with
for
with a
sending me
minimum
forward.
with a minimum damage of 9, right? Decide his fate, Julian.
Oh. Okay. The final arrow first arrow shooting wide and centering himself, like taking a breath. Say, "You were never the hunter." Right into the small of his back.
As you say, so shall it be. As you fire that first one, and it just seems to miss by happenstance, you're taking a moment to center yourself. And as you say this, even though you say it fairly like quietly, the Oni, it does seem to register in the Oni's hearing as it like his head turns to look over his shoulder from having once again brought Jakob down as your arrow looses, sinking into the small of his back once again, like flaring up with that eldritch flame, seeming to encompass and overpower the flames that are around himself, that are going around him protectively, and then just creeping up as he just lets out a just gurgling as he does. His throat is still obstructed, just scream of pain as it just goes up and then consumes his face before he just a charred husk collapses to the floor of the Dreadwood.
And to finish his sentence after it finishes collapsing, but you are a fine prey.
Alrighty.
And with that, if we are out of initiative, I'm going to run up and check on my friends.
I'm gonna cut its. Oh, well, actually, I
And
don't know if I'm gonna
with that-
fuck that up.
We're going to take our break as the
Oh.
Oni falls.
I didn't realize
And
what time it was.
Julian comes running up to check on his buddies, and everybody seeks to recover what they can from that battle. We'll step away here for just a few minutes, quick bio, get some drinks, just hopefully try to get the adrenaline a little down, heart rate's a little low, but we will be back here shortly. Don't go anywhere. Bye! And we're back, everybody, and notably not on the battle screen. Yes, that means nothing to me though, because I'll have y'all do theater of their mind if I feel like it. So fuck you. Made that whole extra like forest section of map for no reason. Y'all just did battle right on the edge. Anywho, welcome back, everybody. We are here for the. I got to move my hair on the wrong side because I'm mirrored. Here for the second half of our session here, number 30 trace, 33. Well, here goes to Saltmarsh. But as a brief recap, our brave heroes had been trapped in the middle of some spooky, scary, magical darkness, and they were making their way out, bumping into trees, taking necrotic damage because they were stuck in it. It was a scary bad time before making it all the way out on the edge, trying to get everybody gathered up, rounded up, and ready to face down the Oni. The Oni did then pop down right in the middle of them, dispelling his giant magic darkness and being coated in some shadowy flames before doing a final battle with their group, smacking the shit out of Jakob, taking him up and then down and then down and then up and then up and then up and then down again, as well as getting some good licks on both Bart and Ella. But our friends Julian and Gloob really bringing in the backline damage with the bow and the crossbow, putting in a lot of work before Julian eventually landed a killing blow. So, my friends, as you are all battered and bruised, and I assume basically completely out of gas, and around this charred Oni corpse, what are you doing?
I'm gonna throw my crossbow over my back and walk up. I'm just gonna walk right past my friends at this point, and I'm gonna kneel down beside the Oni. He said it's charred up a little bit. I assume it's still kind of smoking a little bit. Doesn't smell too nice. And I'm gonna lean down by like his shoulder where his ear is, and just get on one knee and whisper into his ear and say, if you're still in there and you can hear me, you know that the purple death is coming for you. It may not be today, and it may not be tomorrow, but you are mine, bitch. I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's it.
All right. Everybody else?
I'm going to stumble over Jakob, his still giant form, kind of slap him like, "Hey, you good?"
I'm gonna need a little bit. We should probably cut that thing's head off. I can carry it. I imagine it's probably gonna be really heavy.
Oh, yeah, all right. And I'm just gonna start making a beeline for the camp.
Okay.
Probably having to use my mace for support a lot of the way, but getting over there.
I'm still on the ground, so if I see him going, I'm gonna yell, "Fuck! Find me that goddamn javelin."
We
If you
probably
can.
shouldn't split up too much. I think we're all a little worse for wear.
Now, I'm just gonna go to the camp and see if them people made it out.
As Bart goes running off, and Julian's going to check on Gloob and Jakob. Hey, I got that dog for like 50 more minutes, so like, keep him safe.
When Julian checks on me, I'm gonna hand him one of my it's not called a throwing axe, it's
Javelin?
hand axe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand him one of my hand axes, and say, we should probably cut that thing's head off and check to see if there's anything of use for us on them.
Time for that in a minute. Let's make sure your rod is rained first. Like, try and, even though he's big as shit, try and help him, like, lean up against the tree or whatever. Start checking him for life-threatening wounds and all that.
Okay. While you're doing that, since y'all are three over there, Ella's gonna kind of glance down at Gloob, and then go, "Let's keep us in even numbers at least," and go walking off after Bart as well.
You stay with him. I'm going with Bart.
Very well. She'll
My
turn around and.
my shadow spawn went with Bart too, so.
Mm-hmm. So, Gloob, you're going after Bart.
Sprint to catch up to him real quick.
Ella pauses for a beat, but then turns around and kind of, while y'all start working on the head, just kind of leaning on a tree a little bit and keeping an eye out.
Yeah, after Julian's satisfied that Jakob is at least in a stable condition. But I had to sit there and watch while he got his shit smacked like 5 times. I'm very worried about his physical well-being right now, so.
Understandable.
We're gonna be.
I'm still leaned up against the tree.
Yeah, I'd be going over him with a medical kit, trying to make sure all the biggest holes are closed before I get started on that head.
Okay. Bart, you were heading into towards the camp.
Yep.
Looking for anything in particular?
I'm looking to see if there are bodies in that pen.
Okay. Just roll a perception check for me as you're making your way over there.
22.
22.
That's flat still, right?
Yeah, because you are still in dim light. It's still dim. As you're making your way over there, you do note, like as you're kind of glancing around and looking as you make your way through the trees, you do notice a couple of corpses that seem to have made it a little away from the pin. As you kind of close that distance, it looks like it was a couple of the armed guys, the guys that were fighters of some sort. Looks like one barely made it over the wall in an attempt to escape, and the other made it like just into the tree line before succumbing to the darkness.
And the rest of them are still in there?
As you enter, you see the two commoners. Looks like they didn't even get a chance to try to run. They're still clutching each other. It looks like they did it hit them too hard, too fast.
All right. Yeah, I'll probably just go up to the nearest tree and sort of plop down there and try to catch my breath a little bit.
Also, there are goblin corpses. The remaining goblins that had been still asleep did not make it.
Right. Yep. I'm just gonna plop down and just kind of look over the site and just sort of collect myself a little bit.
Okay. You do notice the shadow
Okay.
hound comes comes stalking across the forest and kind of is in your vicinity as well.
After he takes a seat or whatever, Glue will just walk up and put a hand on your shoulders. We stopped him from doing it to any more people, at least.
Yep. Yeah, I know. We did good. It was did a good thing today. probably starts to talk a few times. And I just, just wish we could have done more. That's how it is sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hell, you'll not be left here with the animals. Give me a hand.
Yeah. Before we do that, Jakob wanted the javelin. It landed over there near me when I was hiding. I think I can find it pretty quickly. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just roll
Take
a
it easy for.
roll a quick perception check as you make your way over there for me.
Okay.
You said this little fence was made out of just like woods and stuff, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's like long branches and maybe a couple like smaller logs that had been just lashed together to kind of form a crude like little fence that's probably like 3 foot high, maybe a little lower than that.
Okay.
17 plus 4 for 21.
In pretty short order, you're able to make your way over there, and based on like you can see it sticking out of the side of the tree that it slammed into, still with like the char marks from where it was still a lightning bolt when it slammed into the tree. You're able to collect that in pretty short order.
Shove it into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
if I can, I'll start trying to grab those two regular looking folk and get them over to the two that are kind of huddled up with each other and kind of, I guess, lay them in a line in that area, and then just, I guess, with my dagger, however they were fastened together, like these.
They weren't even bound.
Oh no, I mean like
Oh.
the
Oh,
fences were
the
bound
fence, yeah.
together.
Yeah, it's just
Trying to
like
just
roughly tied.
yeah, just getting the bodies together, and then gonna try and use that for kindling.
Okay. Start cutting it dry. You have a low strength, but it's not completely impossible for you. It's taking some doing as you just
Yeah.
slice and then start to haul these over to try to make a pyre.
I'll give you some of the oil too, because I only used one of, or I used two vials of it, so it should be pretty easy to get something going.
Absolutely. So y'all are working in towards creating a funeral pyre for the prisoners. Julian and Jakob.
If we are done with the head, I would be heading towards the camp.
Okay.
After checking the body with Julian.
There we go. All right. You can either each roll individually, or one of you can roll with advantage to search the corpse.
You're up.
All right. We'll be checking it over.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Ooh. Oh, no, never mind.
Oh no.
Do you still have
No,
the
it's not-
on?
It's not bad. It's just, I was like, all right, 13's a good placeholder. Let's see where this goes with advantage. Also a 13. Just double 13s.
It do be like that.
It do be like that. Do I have emboldening bond?
You did not. You did not get emboldening bonded.
I could not remember. That will be a 17. 16.
Okay.
16.
Okay. With a 16, you go through, and it looks like you clearly his glaive, which is massive still. Jakob could probably pretty easily haul it around at this point in time because he is still large.
For now.
Other than that, the Oni did not appear to be wearing very much. You saw that he was in possession of that javelin of lightning. Aside from that, he has some several little pouches about his person. One pouch has about 150 gold worth of gems. Another pouch contains another 250 gold pieces. I'm not going to break it down into various and sundry coinage. We're going to leave it at gold pieces because that's easier. And in another pouch that the two of you, I would imagine, recognize as being the one where he pulled the stick. or you have that same pouch, and if you open it up and look inside, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9 small. They're bigger than they looked in his hands. Probably somewhere in the realm of about this tall, about your palm to fingertip. Not much, maybe about a ½ inch in diameter. Some of them are rounded. Some of them are hexagonal, octagonal. One is rectangular, but what they all have in common is they're made of a dark wood, and they are carved, and they have runes carved into each of them. They're
7 carved wood rods.
put them down as runed rods or something along those lines, but they're very clearly arcane sigils.
Gotcha. So we are at 250 GP, javelin, a lightning, and 7 rune rods.
And within that same pouch, there's also one additional gem that is a little larger than the others, and it's a red, like a bright red ruby that is like ends up being a dark red, and it just carved. It is a well cut ruby that also seems to have an arcane sigil carved into the center of it as well.
Sigil ruby. Got it.
I would pick up his glaive, seeing how well it cut through my armor. I'm going to use that to decapitate the corpse.
Sure.
And then
Just make an athletics check for me, as you are just trying to hack. I just want to see how many swings it takes.
natural 20.
One swing.
Motherfucker.
You just go schwunk as
So
you
that
just
would be,
absolutely hack through the neck
if I
and
still
separate
have
it from the
Emboldening
corpse.
Bod, that'd be my first 30 of the game.
My
Hell
goodness. Very nice. So you separate its head from its shoulders with one swing.
How heavy is the head?
Oh god, I've not thought about head weight. Exactly. It's a big head. I'll say it weighs like 10 pounds. Sounds about right to me. A lot of the moisture got like dried up, which I think is like where a lot of the weight comes from of the noggin. A lot of
For
noggin.
context,
a lot
a
of weight.
cow's head with the flesh intact weighs between 20 and 30 pounds.
We'll say 20 pounds then. We'll make it heavier.
Okay, so I'm just gonna add armor chain shirt to my inventory because as a substitute.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just remember that you are currently hauling around an Oni head.
Yeah, you can if you click the item, it'll give you the option to rename it.
There you go.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Does that
No
mean that
problem.
you can now wear that Oni head? Equip it.
I am gonna drop the glaive because it's not shrinking. So
It is not
Um,
shrinking.
While he's busy,
And also, even despite the fact that you chopped it in one chop, I will say it didn't seem like the glaive did any more of the work than you just absolutely beasted the shit out of it.
yeah, I was gonna say like while he's busy situating the head or whatever, what's the glaive made out of?
It appears to be kind of similarly to the rods, made of a dark, this dark, like you're not quite sure if it's dark brown or if it's just so dark brown that it's almost black, or it's actually a black wood that goes all the way down for the entire length of the haft, banded with this brightly well polished like steel rings, like every like half a foot, going all the way down with a similarly well polished like bright steel end cap, with a and up at the top is that big old glaive head with a very solidly placed counterweight at the top. It looks like the top and the bottom are meant to kind of keep the weight relatively similar across the whole thing to make it well balanced and easy to kind of move around in those big fluid motions that he was doing while you were fighting him.
And this is for a large size creature.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna place the glaive against a tree, and then try and stomp on it below the head of the glaive a few times to try and break it and
Okay.
just grab that glaive head.
Make a strength check for me.
can I assist? Oh, never mind.
You break it, and then the whole area goes smoky black again.
Oh god dang it.
There are runes carved in the haft. No, there are not.
I have +0. My first attempt is an 8.
Nothing.
I'm
As
just
I
gonna
s-
keep going till it breaks.
As I
Or-
see that he's
Or
trying to
hack
do
at it
that.
with my.
The average of your strength checks will not break this. I'm just averagely speaking.
I will manifest an axe or something
Sure.
with my eldritch weapon.
Jakob, as you see him struggling and then see, like, summoning up a weapon to, like, begin to hack at this. Are you wishing to assist him?
I would like to assist him.
Roll a strength check for me, Jakob. See how much you speed this process up.
Do I still get my emboldening bod?
Lasts for 10 minutes. I'd say we're closing in on the end of it, but
Okay, that's gonna be a 26.
almost immediately
I'm sorry.
after.
22.
Still pretty good. Between the two of you, after you summon up your axe, and then Jakob starts actually hammering away with his impressive strength and size, y'all are with like a fairly short order of kind of hammering away at it for like half a minute or so. You're able to finally get the haft to snap, and you have a hold of the head of the glaive.
Alright. I'm gonna attach that in my pack.
That's a
That's
big
my
bitch.
trophy.
Sure. That itself, that probably weighs like 5 pounds. Maybe a little upwards, closer to 10. 5 to 8.
I'm imagining it's like a long sword blade size or something like that.
Well, it's also wider by like a solid margin, and then the counterweight itself is pretty hefty. So we'll go with like 10 pounds just for easy math. Just 10 pounds for the glaive.
Fair.
All right. Are y'all going to join your friends in the camp, or what is everybody doing?
As soon as Jakob is ready, because Julian's probably still being a little like helicopter mom about him.
Once everybody's ready, I'll walk over.
Mhm.
Once we get to camp, I'd like to talk to Bart and Gloob.
Easy enough. As y'all come walking up, because y'all's task and what y'all were doing didn't take terribly long, and you as you guys come up, y'all are in the midst of piling like the last of those branches and logs and stuff together to create that funeral pyre, which you see they have gathered up the prisoners that were alive when y'all arrived and are now deceased.
Before we get them all loaded up on there and everything, I just want to do a quick. I'm sure their stuff has already been taken, but I want to do a quick once over of the two that were clutching each other and see if I can find anything on them, like anything at all.
Go Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Bart, you gonna help me?
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Plundering the dead. That's fucked up.
No, it's not what it's for. It doesn't matter. Rolled a 2 and an 8, so 8.
As you stated, it looks like they were basically either everything that they had was taken from them, or when they were taken, they didn't have anything on them.
Well, if they had anything of worth that might be able to help us identify them, it's probably back in the camp somewhere. If you want to look it over while I finish this up.
Yeah, no, I'll sit around while I'll help you do this before we look around for that.
All right. So that is the scene that y'all approach on after having gone through and thoroughly looted and acquired trophies from the Oni.
Gonna walk up. They all dead?
Yeah. Yep.
You're just gonna see like a tear run down my face. Fucking Oni. Just turn around and find somewhere to sit down. And just I'm gonna try to hide it from y'all, but I am going to be crying.
say a few words to myself over the makeshift pyre, and after looking at anyone else, anybody else want to say anything? I send them on their way.
Ella doesn't say anything, but when they do approach, she kind of helped put the finishing touches on it, make sure that y'all got them all hauled on there, and just kind of stood there and kind of listened as you said your words, and silent for a few moments before it was lit.
Yeah, and then I will use a quick cast of prestidigitation to set it on, like, finish everything off with a and Sorrowly welcomes you.
Ella just kind of reaches up and taps kind of on her shoulder where her symbol of Sorority is kind of etched onto her armor.
Julian just maintains a respectful silence.
The less time we spend here, the better, probably. I don't think we're in any shape to be fighting much else.
No, you're right. I was thinking about trying to find something in the camp that might be able to help us identify where they came from. It really might be, but if we can't find it real quick, I think we should just leave.
Just worth a once over.
Julian will give a nod and go start looking.
Okay. Let's roll with advantage. Somebody will be helping. Somebody would be assisting.
I'll be helping.
That's good.
While those two go looking, I'll go over to Jakob.
Okay.
Do I have a +1 or +3? +3. Okay. That will be a 17 instead of a natural 1.
That's a lot better. Natural 1 would turn up a whole lot of nothing. Going over the rest of the place, you find the rack where the weapons were, which has some random odds and ends, swords, bows, spears, just some extra stuff that's just laying around. I will say that you did, as I know you were looking for arrows, you did find a cache of extra arrows. It looks like about like 30.
Thank God.
Just
I will take
for
them
easy
all.
math. Looks like a lot of them used arrows, so they had a solid chunk of extra. All told, and across the whole camp, you're probably gonna come across like a grand total of like another 100 gold. Just once again, easy math. I don't feel like splitting it into copper and silver because fuck you guys.
Julian said, "Let's get some more gold."
And just some odds and ends like food, like some like random food that looks like it probably isn't looking so hot after having sat in necrotic energy and stuff for a little bit. But you do not, from what you can find any kind of evidence of that may indicate any personal possessions of the prisoners.
Oh yes, the umbral burger. Let's go.
It's gross. Glubin, Jakob.
I'd probably just be quiet for a moment. I assume you're probably still taller than me because you're a large creature and sitting down, so probably still looking up to you.
Yeah.
But go and just stand beside you for a moment. Not really looking at you, but just sort of looking out in the woods and just. I was telling Bart at least we stopped him from doing it again.
You're right, Gloob. These people, they didn't deserve this death. They didn't deserve a death without honor. Some dark, painful death. If I was strong enough, I should have been able to do something. I should have been able to stop these people from dying. It's why I'm here. It's why I'm... Doesn't matter now. We should just get out of here as quickly as possible and see if we can find something to, I don't know, give their families. I'm just tired of people around me dying.
We're gonna lose people. We can't save everyone. There are gonna be times, and there have been times, you and me both have been just powerless to do anything. And I'll turn and just look you dead in the eye at this point. We're gonna lose some. The important part is that we stop it from happening more. That's the good.
You're right.
And if anything, I hope this shines some sort of light of why I did what I did in Saltmarsh. Evil is evil, whether it's coming from that thing or a smooth talker. So,
Think about that, Gloob. I will. And I'm gonna stand up and thank you for talking to me, Gloob. Appreciate it.
let's get out of these fucking woods, man.
Let's get out of here.
Okay. So, as y'all finish your conversation, and Julian, you and Bart finish looking around the camp for anything that may identify the deceased prisoners. We'll kind of get up in the middle. The fire is continuing to burn. The oil helped a good bit, helping it burn hot and fast. And what are you all doing?
Julian is making preparations to get out of here. So,
How long
making
does
sure-
your shadow monster last?
1 hour. So it's probably, if not gone, going soon.
I'll say, with doing all of this, it is like disappeared like right around now.
I do remember, I don't know if it was actually there, but like a chest or something in the middle of the,
That
Was
was
that
like
actually
one of the
there?
things. Yeah, that was. It was probably.
Okay.
It's like it was just one of the containers I added on there. So it was just a container. That was one of the things that had like food, extra like crap that they had, maybe some like extra hides or whatever
Gotcha.
that they were using.
Before we leave, I'm going to clutch my pendant of Hieronymus and give a prayer for the dead to have Hieronymus guide them into an honorable afterlife and somewhere that they can live together.
As you do so, you just hear a small voice kind of off to your, kind of right behind you in this area. Are they gonna be okay, Papa? You kind of look over and you see your daughter floating there, kind of looking at the funeral pyre.
Fortunately, honey, a bad man took them from their lives. They get to go meet Hieronymus. They get to go meet I can't remember off the top of my head what my wife's god is. But I'm sure wherever they are now, they're happy. They're together.
I hope so.
Let's get somewhere safe.
She's just kind of brow just furrowed, slight downturn of her mouth as she's looking there, and you say, "Well, let's go," and she just kind of takes a second, then turns away and follows you. Alright. So, anywhere in particular y'all are headed?
What time is it? Probably like 8, something like that.
Something like that. Like it's not long. Y'all got up fairly early in the morning. So let's say sometime around 8 o'clock. It looks like it's hard to tell.
Right.
We should
What,
travel
8
some.
8 p.m. or a.m.?
Like AM. Because you slept through the last remainder of the day, and then they slept through the night.
All right.
Yeah, we ate his ass for breakfast.
Quite literally.
How dare you?
Yeah, we definitely need to get
How dare you?
Yeah. But yeah, the sooner we get moving, the better.
I agree. I would say we take at least a little bit. Let's get away from the camp and everything, but after hiking a little bit, we should sit down and at least bandage up a little bit before keeping going.
Yeah, take a short rest. If I got a few minutes, I can make that dome anywhere we need it.
As I can touch up on everybody, but probably Jakob at the moment. I gave him a little bit of first aid in the middle of that battle. Any more would probably make him ill, do more harm than good.
Yeah, I'll welcome anything you got.
This
Hey.
won't take but a few moments, not even a few minutes. Just gonna go around to everybody, but Jakob, and we're just gonna roll the dice once because that makes my life easier. 2, 6. You guys all heal for. Everybody who isn't Jakob heals for 11 points.
That is a happy amount.
As she's kind of going through her bags, and as she's planning these, she looks in. For the best that the final confrontation was now, I am running dangerously low on medical supplies.
Right.
So, as you guys exit, y'all are traveling how far away before you're looking for somewhere to catch your breath?
Well, if it's 8 o'clock in the morning, we should probably get somewhere, I don't know, maybe 500 yards or so away from the camp at least, and buckle down for a quick rest and then keep on going through the day.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
So in all this chaos, are y'all trying to, based off of the map and the geography around you, are y'all just going off in whatever direction, or general ballpark of where y'all are trying to go?
Glue would suggest we try to get back at least towards the river
Okay.
for sleeping purposes for himself.
Right.
But if that is too out of the way and not neat towards where we need to go, then I will deal with that.
Well, let's do our handy dandy back over to our battle map, where we're not going to be doing battle, but I thought
Just the battleless map.
I had my picture here somewhere. Oh, that's where it says Burl. Where's my picture of whatchamacallit? Did I just rip my map out? Whoops. Well, guys, I was gonna put it up, but if y'all give me a moment, I think I should be able to reinsert it back in there, because apparently I'm dumb.
No worries. We're only going about 500 yards before we take a short rest anyways.
Right. I figured this
We
would
can
want
roleplay
this
a little
up
bit.
for a while while y'all are planning your exit. So while I am locating that, if y'all would like to go ahead. So y'all are traveling about 500 yards. That's not that far. I won't say y'all need to roll any checks in particular. This has been a pretty hectic battleground. Anything in the immediate area has kind of fucked off. I'll say, just based off of passive perceptions, it looks like this area got really empty really fast for at least the moment after shit hit the fan. So y'all are able to make it about 500 feet away pretty easily. And y'all are you casting Lehman's tiny hut?
Yeah.
Bart? Alrighty. So I'll say you all are able to do so, and you are now able to rest with more comfort than you would have previously.
These reinforcements better be fucking worth it.
Yeah,
Julian continues to be quiet.
Wait, I'm very dumb.
Why are you being so quiet, Julian?
Oh, it's in front of everything.
Yep. Well, I was just manually shrinking it instead of fitting it to screen and then doing it just much faster.
Bart, do you have a way to make like a forge and somewhere to like repair armor in this place, or is it just the way it is, the way it is?
They don't have that many hospitalities, I'm afraid.
That's fine. I'll see if find somebody at Saltmarsh or back at the fort to fix this mess up.
Yeah. Honestly, since it was with a magic weapon, you're probably missing like 1 AC all told after as torn up as your armor just got. Just because why not? Make your life harder for a little bit.
I'll give it some mending for where some of the straps look like they might have been frayed thin to keep it kind of more secure.
Right.
And while I'm doing that, I'll after the dome's up and people are taking their rest or whatever, he's still wearing his armor obviously and getting some of the stuff. I'll just kind of, are you still large? Or is that worn off?
It was for 4 hours. He's still pretty big. So your head, you're probably still sticking, like, you're having to hunch in the center of the dome to make sure you're not sticking out of it.
Well, it's 10 foot tall, so if he sat down, he wouldn't be 10 foot tall.
That's fair. That's fair. Because you're like 11 foot something. You're if you were standing up in the center, your head would be sticking out by like this much. So sat down in the middle, you're just taking up a lot of space.
Well, in that case, while I'm doing that, I grab him by a finger and like, you did a good job. Don't tell yourself I'm good. Couldn't have done it with that.
Sam D.
I'm gonna keep on repairing his armor.
Sure. You're able to keep it from falling apart easily enough.
Yeah. Excuse me. Doing triage to the leather bits of his armor.
Yeah, you got the leather bits. I'll say like in some of the parts where like you get past, like you can see past the plate, there's like rends in the mail, and you're able to fix up a little bit of that to keep at least he won't lose all the rings and stuff. It's looking a little less raggedy after your assistance.
Yep, and then when I'm done, I'll slap him on his big ass foot and go, "Yep, Erroneous is a lucky god." Then I'll light up a smoke and finish up just to my short rest.
All right. Is there anything else that anybody would like to do?
Julian just contemplating and resting during his time in there.
Ella's kind of like head propped in one hand, just sat on her ass, just rewrapping some of her wounds. Like, this bleed a lot. But other than that, if everybody would like to go ahead and roll whatever hit die you would like, refresh whatever cooldowns you get on a short rest.
I do want to ask Bart a question.
Sure.
Do you have any way to wrap this head up just so it doesn't attract any creatures of the night?
Will it fit in the bag of holding?
Will it fit in the bag of holding?
That's a big noggin.
To be completely honest, we may not even want to hide it. If something like some of those dog creatures come up and we hold that fucking head up, are they really going to mess with us past that point?
That's true.
Someone's got a lot of white noise.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point. But yeah, I can try to wrap it up with something.
Let them all see what we've accomplished.
Well, I don't think maybe the wolves might be too caring if there's. I mean, how does this thing smell? Does it smell meaty, or does it smell like a toxic, vile creature type kind of thing, or something?
It probably doesn't smell great because when it comes down to it, it's not like he was a fiend or anything. It was of this plane. So it currently smells like it vaguely of char and just kind of nasty because
Nice.
yeah, he doesn't smell great. He was still an ogre of a kind anyway, so it just smells ripe. And you imagine it'll probably smell worse as time goes on.
All right. In that case, I'll just. I guess I'll take some of the rotten grapes that I've had and wrap them up, wrap this damn head up with my scarf and try and mask the smell a little bit. And that's the best I can do. I mean, yeah.
Rotten grapes, rotting
Yeah,
head.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't gotta use your scarf, but
It is going to be a danger to us. I'd much rather buy another scarf.
yeah, I think you're gonna have to. 'Cause, I don't think you can be able to get that smell out.
Yeah, well, start all the way willing.
Just very swiftly starts like blood from the stump of the neck starts soaking through the bottom.
Oh, man. Yep. Yep. That's going to be, I guess, a new purchase. Hey, you owe me a scarf, yeah.
All right.
I'm kidding.
Alright. Everybody would like to roll whatever hit die they would like to spend. Refresh whatever cooldowns you get on a short rest. All that fun stuff. Oh, good grief.
I can use as many hit die as I would
Yeah,
like.
you
right?
could. Yeah, you could spend as many as you want, but you only have 5 because you only have equal to your level.
Cool.
And I rolled really low, so I'm 1 away from the full health.
12.
I had to use 4 of mine, and I'm still 4 hit points away from being
16.
full.
Oh, good gracious.
I used 3 and I'm 8.
Did we have a short rest before the big fight? Cause
Y'all had just finished a long rest.
Okay, because I had 2 hit dice marked off for some reason.
Well, because on a long rest, you only get half of your hit dice back. So if you spent a lot of them,
That is probably it.
that'd
Alright,
be why.
that tracks.
And because why not? Alright, good job, Ellie. You're full HP. Alright. So, as everybody wraps up your short rest, all of you feeling way better as you Wolverine your way to full health or mostly full health, whatever it may be. The dome's still up because it lasts for 8 hours, so y'all are just hanging out in there as the end of your hour comes up. And if I could get a perception check for anybody who cares.
Disadvantage. Is it still dense in here?
Yep.
Okay.
Y'all are
18.
still well within the dim.
17.
18.
19.
19. Wow. Can Ella keep up? No, but she did okay with a 15.
No.
Oh wait, she rolls at
ruined it.
disadvantage. 14, only one less.
She ruined it. It should have been a 20.
She can't see in the dark. So as y'all are coming out of the end of your short rest and y'all are starting to poke back out, the sounds of life have begun to return, and y'all just hear, it sounds like things are moving about it. Y'all hear movement and see movement within the shadows. Some of them prowling around y'all's dome because you did not make attempts to hide it this time. You do hear some that sound like they're heading in the direction of the camp. But it looks like while things have returned to scavenge now that the sounds of battle have ended.
Nom 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 goblins.
Yeah, let's keep moving. Want to get as far out of these woods as we can.
Yeah, we'll get on that.
Okay. So
Beeline for safety.
y'all said you are trying to head back towards the river, correct?
Yeah.
So
For Gloop's sake. Yeah.
good gracious. My cat just like fell out from under the bed making a giant fucking noise. So to try to navigate back towards the river from where you are currently, I'll say the accuracy of your venture will depend on a survival check. So two people roll or one person at advantage, whatever you prefer.
Go, Julian, go. Go, Julian,
I'll
go.
give you advantage.
That is a 19 plus 6.
25. Very nice. Returning back to the insanely high survival rolls. Let's go. So, Julian, mixture of memory of how y'all have progressed through the forest, as well as kind of like looking up, like doing survivally things, checking for moss on one side of the trees and whatnot. You're able to, it seems, pretty accurately set a. Let me actually look at the map because y'all should be somewhere up here. Kind of a southeasterly, a little more east than south, you think, course that you believe should meet y'all back up with the river while heading back on towards out. How long are y'all planning to go for the rest of the day? Are y'all planning to stop once you reach the river, or are you planning to follow the river out?
Let's keep going until dark.
Okay. So
got a crazy question for you. I want to keep my eyes out specifically for a goblin.
Okay.
Yep.
Roll a perception check for as y'all are traveling along, specifically for a goblin.
It's a natural 19 plus 4 for 23. Nice.
With a 23, I'll say probably at some point as y'all are going along, you probably catch a glimpse of a hint of green and tan like green skin and tan hides kind of off like almost 100 foot out in the woods. Seems to be crouching and hiding in some bushes, kind of seems to be hiding as y'all pass. Kind of you see it kind of glancing out at you.
Look like kind of like similar garb to the goblins that were in the Oni bands.
Probably so, but those are the only goblins you've ever seen so far, so.
Right. I'm gonna hold out a hand with like 10 gold in it or something like that. Just like
in the direction of the goblin?
Yeah.
1 second. Out of
I'm sorry,
curiosity.
guys. I got something I gotta work through real quick.
We're just bundles of trauma held together by heroic levels, so.
That's good. I like that.
Gloob, give me like a vague sense of your intent real quick for me. Like nothing specific, just malicious or benevolent. Just say one or the other.
That's an odd question.
I'm like, are you trying to like? Is Gloob thinking about like luring this thing in to murder him, or are you trying to lure him in with the gold too?
I am gonna knock his ass out. I am not gonna murder him.
Okay, so yes, it is malicious. You are planning to assault him.
No.
Yep. So just just to make my life easier, so I'm not setting a DC for you, I want you to roll a deception check for me, because I'm assuming you're not
Okay.
trying to project that.
Correct.
Okay.
Does the gold give me advantage by chance?
Let me roll a separate.
He's over here
No.
like holding the knife out. Here, gobbo, gobbo, gobbo.
It does not.
Okay.
Goblin's like, not in that case, like, I like money.
12 total.
That goblin does not approach.
It's not?
Nope. They 15 on his insight. I think it's just like it looks, and it's kind of looks at, and after a few seconds you kind of jingling it, and you can see it like thinking, but then you can kind of, it looks like it kind of, its head turns and is like looking around at all the. Jakob is still we'll say this is far enough along that Jakob is back to being little Jakob, regular sized Jakob. I'm sorry.
Julian.
But after a
looking
few
back-
glances around, and it starts to like pull back farther into the brush.
Julian notices the gold being proffered, but not the goblin with a very low perception check. So just be like, everything all right? Just like looking back at his friend, like waving gold randomly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only person who's passive would have noticed this, I would say, is Bart. With a 16 on its stealth check.
I
No,
rolled
nobody's
for it, got
passives.
a 3 on the dice, so.
Nice.
How many hours have we been traveling?
I'll say this is after like a couple of hours have passed, like maybe 3. Like y'all have really kind of hit your stride. Y'all are moving through the woods. Julian's very nose to the ground, making sure y'all are headed towards the river so that Gloob doesn't get dry.
All right, just checking. Just does not say anything about the weird gesture into the trees.
Okay.
And away we go.
All right. So, as y'all carry on throughout, I'll say probably about another hour and a half, 2 hours after that little encounter. So after y'all have a little afternoon, after y'all have been driving, getting into that afternoon, like 3-ish would be around where y'all are at. You do hear the sound of running water as y'all are coming up on the river that runs through the Dreadwood. And it's not stagnant. It's not like it's not standing water. It is still moving, but like y'all are still within the area of where the light is dim, among the trees, and y'all are near it, and it just something just ain't right. Especially, I will say, with Bart's passive insight. Like your spiritual spidey sense. Just this kind of makes you like, just kind of makes your skin crawl.
There's something wrong here. Keep your wits about you. Keep a keen eye out. I don't like it.
Right. And now are y'all just attempting to just follow the river, just try to kind of follow it down and out?
Yeah, I will probably stop giving advantage on Julian's survival check and try to focus more up if things seem hokey here.
Okay. So.
I will also, with the goggles on, keep my eyes out.
Since we are now just following the river, not having to find a path anymore, gonna be making sure they're keeping an eye out in the woods. Julian's gonna make sure we don't run into any river beasties that'll eat us up.
Did you hear of Eldritch Thousand Teeth? It's Thousand Teeth with Warlock levels.
What's their runs? Oh,
Sir.
No.
Sir.
That's not good.
I will assist Julian in watching for river beasties.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Technically speaking, if we're going to be in the water, I do move quicker in the water than on land.
I'm not going in the water. I'm telling you. That
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
not
It's miles
Hey,
deep.
guys,
It's a
water's
very
pretty
deep
nice and
river.
chilly.
Yeah, 'cause you gotta stop with these double up advantages. I rolled 2 14s.
Okay. So what does that bring your total to for perception?
Dirty 20. No, for perception, not for survival, would be
Right.
17.
17. Okay. So we have a 17 for keeping an eye on the water. And then
21.
you 21? 7. Oof. Post battle rolls not working out too hot for Glue, but that's okay.
Trying to look over all the brush.
God damn. So as y'all are making your way down, water side, since it's nice and close, with a 17, there's definitely stuff in the water. Julian, nothing that is like coming out to like at you guys or anything, but you see like a few, like where it comes up and you kind of see like the fin of like a larger fish, and you're like, it's probably predatory based on its size, and some like darker shapes moving about in the water in and of themselves. On the forest watching side, as y'all travel along, as y'all are keeping moving, as y'all make it farther out, oddly enough, it does seem vaguely like, as much as y'all have been being stalked and followed recently, like there seems to be a distinct absence of as much of it. Anyway, there's stuff. You guys see animals and things moving through the woods, but it seems like the shadows that were stalking you guys as much, just not quite as so.
All right. I'll continue with my level of exhaustion.
As now was around the time when, yep, that's a rip. So yeah, it really, after, as y'all are pushing through the rest of the day, Bart, it does, whew, it's really starting to weigh on you as you're like, oh, I was going to bed right about now.
Yep.
Do we notice him starting to drag a bit?
I'd say unless he's trying to hide it.
It's not saves at disadvantage, right?
It's just
Yeah,
it's just ability checks.
So if I'm rolling a Constitution saving throw, it's a 16. I don't know how that would work.
I mean, you're tired, so I mean, he probably looks like under the weather, but it's kind of fair, all things considered. All things being considered, so I guess part of it depends on how much Bart is trying to conceal that he's feeling rough.
Roll a deception
Just
check.
like a quick deception check, just make this easy. Deception insight.
16.
16.
I got a 16 on the dice to notice, plus whatever.
16 plus, so yeah,
So,
it looks like
Julian doesn't say anything, but when he notices that, he's going to start keeping an eye out for a good stopping place.
Sure. So, that, if I recall, was somewhere around like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, probably a little coming up on that. So,
We can just go to bed at dark, guys. It'll be okay.
if that is what you so choose. That is
Julian's keeping an eye out for a good camp.
Sure.
Anything that's pointed out as being hostile, like attempting to come towards us, I'm going to throw a javelin at.
A javelin of lightning?
No.
And it's gone forever. There's no coming back.
How many of those javelins do you have, dude?
He took a lot from the Sahuagin. I'm pretty sure you took like almost every one y'all
I have
came
11
across.
right now.
That's a lot of javelins.
Man got a
22
whole
pounds
ass
worth of
quiver full of
javelins.
small spears.
Yakim's over here going for the long haul. Now we have our campaign to where we have evidence of a Swahagan invasion, and now we can get Granny Nightshade on our side to fight against the Swahagan and the people from over
Jesus
here.
Christ.
Look at how they freely encroach upon your swamp or your forest.
Okay. So as y'all
Just
go
let me know
along,
just let me know when we pass that good camp spot.
sure. I'll say, Jakob, for the intents of you looking at things to throw your javelins at, nothing would have entered the first range increment. Nothing's
Okay.
getting that close. So just to let you know whether you're just yeeting your fucking javelins into the wild blue yonder or not.
No, it would have to be like in active threat, like within
Yeah.
30
It
feet.
looks like things are every now and then coming like in, like kind of circling in to like check you guys out as it hears sounds and things. But nothing appears to be actively hunting you at this time. So, Julian, as you started looking for a good camping spot, just roll the survival check for me as you just kind of looking around for like a nice spot to lay up for the night.
This one isn't a 25. It's a 24.
Very nice.
Shameful.
So, after like if you're trying to just find a good camping spot so that you can guys go, oh hey look, this looks like a good spot to camp. Like 30 minutes after you start looking, you would
Yeah,
find
I'm looking
somewhere.
for like a 7 or an 8 out of 10.
Well, I mean, like, are you looking to stop as soon as you find somewhere? That's kind of what I'm asking.
Yeah, as soon as I see a 7 or an 8 out of 10 camping spot. Then
Easily enough, within like half an hour or less. So like not even quite 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you've spotted somewhere that looks like it'd be a solid camping spot.
I'm gonna be like,
Guys, I think we should probably stop for a bit. This seems like a good spot. We don't know when another one's gonna show up. I'm feeling kind of tired.
Roll a deception check, you son of a bitch. Insight disadvantage.
you don't have to roll high to get good insight on it.
I rolled a 3. Fuck.
Awesome. I rolled a 9.
Hold on, let me see what my bonus is. know
I
the
rolled
bonus
an
is
18 plus 1.
Holy
You can tell I feel great.
11.
Julian is almost at the top of his game right now, Gloob. Bart, you think I'm very tired?
Jakob doesn't give a shit. Ella
Yeah.
looks vaguely
I'm like, okay,
concerned.
I mean, whatever.
Make eye contact. Oh, like look over at Bart.
I
Should I
looks-
give you disadvantage? What the fuck?
I'm like, I can't
Oh.
remember if she has a good insight or not. You said you rolled an 11, Julian?
Oh, no,
No,
I got
9.
an 11.
A 9?
Yes.
She kind of looks over at Bart for a moment, kind of tilts her head to one side, but then looks back at you and just looks kind of confused, like,
Julian looks fantastic.
yeah, she got an 11. 9 on the dice with a +2.
Yeah, just looks at him like the blood on him isn't even his at this point. It's he's
Yeah.
looking great.
It's like, well, it is a bit early, but it has been a long day, I guess.
Alright.
Without even asking, Julian's gonna go ahead and start like gathering sticks and like scooting stuff around to make camp. Just immediately goes into camp making mode.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Alright.
I can't be the only tired one. Why don't you start getting ready for some rest there, Bart?
Yep. I mean, I am. The river's right here, though. Just make sure nothing hops up and tries to jump my pecker off, I guess.
Well, I'm just, no. Do it downstream from me. I'm gonna
Oh,
waddle
yeah.
it into the river.
I apologize. Yeah, I kind of should be like 15 feet downstream a little bit.
Okay. Gloob, roll a perception check for me as you immerse yourself in the river.
13
It's a glorious arc.
plus 4 for 17.
Nothing bites you. Nothing looks big. Nothing that's big enough to eat you looks nearby.
Because Julian feels fantastic. Somewhere that is not either being used as a porta-john or a bathtub, he's gonna
You're
a little
also
bit of
gonna
fishing.
immerse yourself. Oh, okay. You're gonna fish.
I have the stuff to fish in my inventory, so I'm fishing.
Okay. One
I am
moment.
taking. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Taking another swig off of the very small amount of wine that is remaining.
How does Gloob's poison work in water?
It's poisons.
It gets diffused so quickly that it probably isn't really much of a problem, would be my assumption. Let's see.
Well, I always imagine it just poisoned entire water supplies. So
They poison the water hole.
Julian's over there like fishing downstream from Gloob to try and get those paralyzed fish.
Good lord.
Yeah. Julian is not taking a couple sips of wine while he fishes. He is probably getting a little bit deeper in that brandy that I bought a while back.
Yeah, I ain't sharing.
Okay.
Just a little flask of brandy, like.
All right, y'all are drinking away.
Well, Julian is stressed to say the least, and doing some thinking. He's kind of off by himself.
Okay. So.
I think that's my lowest cooking roll, fellas. That's a dirty 20.
How dare you inflict this this gruel upon us?
Disgusting.
throw it away. It's awful.
Disgusting.
Are you all right, Bart?
Gloob's over there like this caviar is subpar. Get it out of my face.
This isn't why I bring you around.
God damn it.
I mean, that
How
whole
about
keeping
inhaled gin
someone,
and tonic? Thanks, Alex.
keeping someone alive while an Oni wails on them for felt like a solid half hour. That's
It was-
whatever.
it
but
was
it's for
a
the
while.
Food. It's for the food.
It was a while.
Okay,
My
yeah.
goodness. All right. So,
While
Yes,
Bart
sir.
cooks, I would like to talk to him.
sure.
Bart, I know I talked to you in the past about making sure the ring gets to my wife. I know you said not to worry about it, but it is something that is very important to me. I forgot to mention I also have my daughter's necklace. If something does happen, I want to make sure that gets to my wife.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, yeah.
I appreciate it. Also, obviously I'm gonna deal with the drinking. I want to do that on the way back to Saltmarsh, probably the safest time that I could do it. Safest.
All right.
But I would like you to hold on to a couple wineskins, not for me, but in case something bad happens. I do have a tradition. I don't know if Gloob told you about it, but if people pass, I have this thing I do with wine.
Yeah.
I think it'd be safer in your hands than mine after.
Sure. I'll keep them safe.
Thank you.
And just for the record, it was wrong of me, in retrospect, to force that on you when it should be a choice you make when you're ready.
I think I am ready. I do appreciate you. While I was hesitant at the beginning, I think y'all are right. I think it's doing a lot more harm than it is good at this point. And
Yeah.
I think it's time for me to kind of cut that off.
Right. Well, maybe it'll be all right to do once we get out the woods and get back in ranger control.
I agree.
But yeah, I'm proud of you for wanting to take that step on your own initiative. And,
Thank you.
yeah, we'll get through it.
Maybe when we get out of here, you can. I got another favor to ask. Just, get out of here. I'd be interested in learning about
This sorority that you always talking about?
Yeah, Sorority. I mean, not too much to her. She's more of a halfling god, but that's never stopped anyone else in the past who wasn't too short to learn. But anyway, yeah, she's you know, goddess of hospitality, showing people kindness, welcoming people, and well, cooking a little bit, if I'm going to be honest. So I at least got that part down pretty good.
Definitely do. Well, I think a little kindness in the world isn't gonna hurt.
Oh, it'll never hurt, not a bit.
Well, I'll let you get back to cooking. Thanks for talking to me.
I mean, we're right here, and Bubble ain't going nowhere.
That's true.
In any case, yeah. You got any questions? I'm always happy to answer. I know, growing up, I actually wasn't too religious. There were plenty of folk back in my hometown that would try to, oh, you need to do this religion, that, this is what you. I mean, I didn't really want to hear much of it, but I kind of came into my own after a while, after seeing, the good of it. But, yeah, it's a roll. That's that's my gal, I guess you could say.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always open to new experiences and new ideas, I guess. Definitely learned a lot about life with all of y'all. And uh,
Well, hell, he ain't ever gonna stop learning. You say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you get beaten the head enough as we get beaten the head, you'll learn something eventually. I've definitely learned a lot, for good or worse, on our trips together, and I don't intend on stop learning. I mean, so as long as it goes, I'll teach you as much as you want to, as much as I can.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Damn forest. Never liked this place.
One thing that is really great about Sorority is that you can still technically gamble if you want to. So if you had any bets on whether or not Julian puts hook and glue, I mean, I'm happy to take them.
I mean, I'll put 10 gold on it.
10 gold. Okay, well, I mean, I've never seen Julian fish before, but I know he's a fisherman by trade. So you think he's gonna hook him?
Well, sometimes
I hear on boats they just use nets anyway, so
that's true.
It ain't real fishing,
I'll go with he'll get it. He'll catch himself a glue.
He'll catch himself a glue. All right, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that. Roll a survival check, Julian. I'm assuming survivalist, is she?
I would think so. Sure, why
we
not?
started at like
For the
3 or
hashtag
4,
YOLO.
right?
When y'all camped, it's closer to 5.
5.
Around
What
4
time?
o'clock was when you noticed that Bart was looking a little. Whew.
Okay. And what time does the sun go down here?
It gets dark pretty quick. So basically, as soon as the sun starts moving out of the sky, it gets dark.
Like what, 7, 8?
Probably like between 6:30 and 7, it starts getting dark because it is dim here at noon. At high noon, the sun
Okay.
right there. It
What
is
2
dark
hours
in
of
this
fishing
bitch.
get me?
Roll a survival check for me.
Haha, there we go.
It gets you glued with a hook in his back.
How very mediocre. 17.
Percentiles actually had it pretty close. But No, you do not hook a gloob with a 17.
All right, I give you the 10 gold.
Basically, I was like, all right, we're gonna roll percentiles. The higher your check was, the higher on the percentiles was gonna be whether you hooked him. Rolled a 78, but I feel like a 17 is pretty good. So I was like, it would have to be like in the
Julian knows what he's
90s.
about, right?
Yeah, like you're a fisherman by trade. Though, depending on what side you're on, but whatever. We're not getting into the nitty gritty of whether the fishing lure is going downstream or where. Yeah, no, we're not doing all that. I'll say with a couple hours of fishing, you pretty easily rustle up like 4 or 5 fish. One of them looks significantly meaner than the others. You're like, ooh.
And grab like Gollum and smack it against a rock a few times.
It's got little fists.
Okay, sure.
But yeah,
Y'all see Julian just whacking the shit out of a fish against a rock near the stream. He says to catch a fish, so juicy, sweet. Whack.
not that crazy. Good God.
That,
Yeah,
hey, you
it's
said like Gollum, dog. That's
No, if
Gollum
it's-
crazy.
If
as shit.
if one of them comes out kind of bitey though, we're gonna give it the smackarino a couple times.
Whack, whack, whack. All right.
Do you bite off its head to make sure it stops wriggling as well? Oh, okay. I mean, you do have them shark jumps.
Good lord.
Probably like 10 or 15 minutes after dark, gonna come strolling back into the bubble.
Sure.
My bubble.
You are by now, of course, done soaking gloob, unless you wanted to stay for longer than the hour, which you are perfectly welcome to if you would like to stay outside for the night.
I'd probably stay until dark or so and then go ahead and get out.
Sure.
I will take the assumption that if Julian is going to go fishing, then we would have some kind of fish to eat. So I'll have like a slow stew on the simmer so that we can cook them in the
Nice.
stew.
So what? As y'all are like,
If he needs help cleaning and preparing the fish, I will do so.
Are you trying to give me advantage on my abysmal cooking check?
No, I'm saving you time, sir.
Okay, fair enough.
as y'all are like coming in, Ella's just kind of sitting like cleaning her gear and just commenting on Stroll. I have found that followers of Strolley are quite frequently the most welcoming of travelers, more likely to lend a bed or hay bale as you are going about, regardless of how you may appear. A fine god, in my opinion.
I appreciate it. We try to do what we can.
When Julian comes in and he like sets the fish over near the fire, he just starts cleaning it, not really chit-chatting or anything.
With Bart's 20, forsooth, cooking check. It's,
Gruel.
I mean, it's okay. I guess you can eat it. It's not the same though. It's not the same.
I'll try to cover it up with a little bit of like extra spice, so it has a little bit of a zest to it.
Also, it's like, man, those of you that failed your insight checks previously on whether Bart was tired or not, your suspicions are aroused.
Really tired.
This is 4-star meat fare at best.
How? Who are you and what have you done with Bart? But y'all get your meal, able to eat it in relative peace within your bubble that you know blocks light, so you can have a fire with relative amounts of safety. And so as y'all are going to crash out for the night, are you guys keeping watch?
I'll take
Who
last
needs
watch.
watches?
I'm gonna fucking go to sleep.
I was about to say, oh, you're gonna make your fucking except you don't have any spell slots to make your good fairy tests.
I could,
I
but
can't.
I didn't prepare good berry.
Oh yeah, that's right. You swapped it out so that y'all would have like sleep and stuff. Tactics.
So we're just gonna have one less. We're gonna have one less first level spell next tomorrow.
Tragic.
I'll
That's
take
what
third.
kills you. Okay.
That's the number 4. So I'll take third.
Okay. So I
I'll
got
take
third. First.
Julian will take whichever watch is not already occupied. During his watch though,
Mm-hmm.
Which one does he have? I don't know if
You
wanna go
would
into
have
it.
second.
Okay. I'll wait till it's my watch before I go into it.
So first
But
watch.
as
is
he
blue.
as he gets ready for bed, Julian closes his eyes. He's gonna be like,
I made my choice.
All right.
I will pull down the bubble before going to bed and recast it real quick.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh shit, we're sleeping. We're sleeping in the nude tonight. No bubble.
"Oh no!"
No bubble. Free balling. Okay, sure. Easy enough. It's a 10-minute casting time. You can get it recast. All right.
Natural 20 on my perception check for a 24.
You are
Hell yeah,
feeling
man.
very, very, very.
Do I
For
see
some-
that fucking goblin again?
No. that dude fucked off.
Sticks the hand out of the bubble with the 10 gold,
Indeed.
jiggles it a little bit.
Fuck it. Joan said we are getting a follower. God damn it.
That's called kidnapping, and it's illegal.
I don't think these goblins are children. Though I guess you can kidnap an adult, but you can get some technicalities probably depending on the laws within Keeland. Anywho,
We're gonna liberate the shit out of you.
okay, yeah, see, yeah, you're liberating them. It's not kidnapping. With a natural 20, you notice like it. There's things every now and then, but it seems similar to during the day. It looks like most things are keeping a distance, especially at night. Most things didn't seem to pay too much attention to y'all's bubble in the first place. But it seems to be more of the same as y'all are moving along the river. You just not a whole lot. Pretty quiet watch. Julian.
Very well. Let us roll perception. Was it +3?
We got to get y'all more
Well,
NPCs so that y'all can have like buddy up watches, so you can have your deep soul searching
Chat.
conversations in pairs.
Chat watches.
I tried to have an NPC.
19 after mods.
You literally ripped our last NPC's head off.
Yeah, we tried to have an NPC.
I don't know what you want from me, dog.
I missed
Don't rip
Marcus
NPC's
so
heads off.
much.
That's all we ask.
He doesn't. They were assassin vines. They were assassin vines. He was a jackal
Wanted
were.
hugs. They could have been hug vines.
This is the Dreadwood. Dread is in the name.
You misread. It's the friend wood.
Y'all go make friends with a Sahuagin or something. Go kidnap a Sahuagin and rehabilitate it. I don't know.
Oh god.
God
19
damn
on
it.
my perception check, by the way. Although you might detract from that, because what Julian's going to be mostly doing with his watch
Sure.
is
I will happily take away from your ability to perceive threats.
we're going to be doing that good old flock of familiars.
Oh yeah, you're not perceiving shit if you're looking through your familiar's eyes.
Well, like on and off, but the primary purpose is we're going to keep one of the three keeping watch over the camp.
Uh-huh.
The other two is we're going to try and pre-plot a safe course for tomorrow's travels. So make sure we're not stumbling into any giant dens of whatever creatures or monsters. So send them out towards
Sure.
our trajectory outwards. Do some scouting.
Any bridges with trolls underneath them or wild shit like that.
Yeah, or like,
Yo.
yes, here is
You
a
must
giant
answer
pack
my
of
riddles
pirates.
3, or you shall not pass.
I have a
Yeah.
feeling that if there were like a Dreadwood troll that would ask a riddle, it would be something extremely dumb, like "What makes best crushing skull sound?" or some dumb shit.
Yeah. We're gonna have two of those familiars pre-plotting the pre-scouting tomorrow's journey.
It's gonna hit you with the "What have I got in my pockets?" Just total the dick move that Bilbo is a dick move. So what was the total one more time? I'm sorry, buddy.
For me or for the owls?
For your owls. As you are sending them out to scout.
I haven't rolled it yet. I was waiting on you.
Go right ahead. Because yours was a 19, which is going to take a penalty because you are on and off looking through
Yeah.
your familiars.
Fully expected that. Owl number 1, which is one of the 2 scouting out, also got a 19.
Okay.
Owl number 2 got a nat 20. And then, less impressively, the owl over our camp got a 16.
Actually, so what's the AC for an owl?
30.
Yeah, 30. It's a 21 minus 10.
How much HP do they have?
Let's hope they're throwing rocks.
Sir, really?
Yeah, how much
1
HP do they
HP.
have? 1 HP? Nat 20 dies.
Fat rip.
Uh,
I got 19.
you're not sure what happened to it, but you're going through your cams and you rotate to it, and as it does, it just gone. Number 2 though, it appears a competitor bird of prey of some kind is harassing it. So
And then
with a natural 1 though, we're just gonna say that your owl was able to escape, at least for the moment.
hoot bitch.
It juked really hard.
Yep. The one over our camp only got a 16. So.
But so one of your owls that goes down and scouts, I will say it's only got an hour. So similar to how you were using
Yeah,
it before,
I mean,
it can only make
I'm
it so
just-
far, and
just
still
taking
come
our
back
day
and
of it
actually
here.
report to you. I mean, you don't see any big dens of anything. It looks like you see like evidence of probably like there's animals that pass through here. Maybe an animal sleeps here at some times. No major like big nasties that it can see.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting like a perfect route planned. Just
Yeah.
like a little extra help for tomorrow
Right,
to make it safer
right.
and quicker.
It doesn't look like right up on the river is where anything comes to like stay. So it's a high traffic area.
Bet.
So not exactly safe to stay for long periods of time. All right. Is that gonna be it for your watch?
That is it for my watch.
Okay. Remember this. We're gonna bring us to Trace. Big number 3. Yacob at disadvantage if you recall, because you cannot see in the dark.
Oh, that's a 5.
All seems well on Jakob's front.
I
All
would
quiet on Jakob's front, even if we're gonna
Oh no.
further into that.
I'd like to write 3 pages to my wife.
That's a lot of pages. That makes sense why you're not paying attention. You're busy. The fire's getting kind of low by this time in the night, so you're like all huddled up next to the last bits of the fire, trying to see enough to write. So sure, I'll say you do so. That leaves us at number 4. Bartholomew. Mr. Fairfurrow, if you would.
Oh, that is 22 again.
I'm feeling like giving you that shield is a mistake. The longer time goes on. I feel like that advantage is so good.
It is. I mean, it's a straight roll right now.
Yeah, straight roll because it would be a disadvantage because you can't see in the dark. All right. With a 22, second verse, same as the first.
Hey.
The evening goes by. Quietly, you hear some burbling of the waters of the river and some nightlife moving about, but nothing comes to harass you or your bubble.
Nice.
And we're gonna pass the rest of the way through the night, coming into the still quite dark early morning as y'all went to bed somewhere around like the 7 o'clock-ish time. So your full rest still puts you at the wee hours of the morning, which is still pretty dark here in this section of the Dreadwood. And looking at the time, I believe that is where we will call tonight's session.
Yeah.
And,
Hot damn.
and on top of that, because I'm feeling nice, y'all are level 6.
Hey.
Yo.
Big ol' shit. Let's roll the HP.
Yeah, if everyone wants to go ahead and roll HP real quick since we got a few extra minutes.
I gotta look up the ranger
D10.
hit dice.
It's D10 for Ranger.
I rolled D10, right?
You are a D10 as well?
I roll a D12, right?
Oh,
Nope.
shit.
You are.
That's a 9. It's a 9.
Jones is just shaking the fuck out of that D8.
I need more life. I make a lot of dumb decisions, and you need HP to live through dumb decisions.
I need HP.
It's what I
boys, let's go!
Congrats.
I rolled a 3.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's what we got. We got 7 HP for Jakob. How much for Julian out of that?
9 plus what's my con?
It's like
10
1.
total for Julian.
Oof, 10.
He's
Glue?
gonna have more HP than me
No, he's
No,
not.
eventually.
But was your
Uh,
bonus +1 or +2?
Plus 1.
No. For I'm sorry, Gloob. So your bonus
Plus 2, so 10
So,
HP.
okay, so 10 HP. Oh, nice. What about Bart?
9 more HP for me.
9 more HP. Very nice. And we all get all kinds of funsies. I'm sure those may have heard Julian multiclassing into Ranger. So he's taking his first level of Ranger at this level. The rest of you get all the things you get. Second, use your Channel Divinity. 20 Strength, because you get another ASI, you fucker.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a feat actually.
Oh.
From what I understand, you're taking
Go up.
something that's also gonna bump up your strength though, so a 2-for-1 special, as it were.
Nice.
And I don't know what rogues get at level 6, if anything.
Expertise again, I think.
Ah, there we go. That's good.
Hell yeah.
More expertise is fantastic. But anywho, as we round that off, while leaving our heroes to their morning, as they have successfully hunted and slain their quarry and are looking to make their way out of the Dreadwood finally. I've actually been in there for quite a little bit. I'm not quite sure how many sessions it's been, but it's been like 4, maybe 5. Y'all been in there for a while. But a last little reminder that we are still doing our charity run for Extra Life, which is benefiting children's hospitals across continental North America. Specifically, benefiting Children's Hospital of Atlanta. You can win cool stuff like digital copy of Tasha's Cauldron and everything, or a SteelSeries gaming mouse or SteelSeries gaming keyboard. If you stick around and donate some money so we can get to those 2,500 and then 3,500 goals. So we will then be rounding off our night with a raid here on TTRPG Academy, some fellow TTRPG community streams. Show them some love and say hello. And and I can say this now because we're now on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also drop a follow here on Twitch. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all on Saturday at across Eberron with a lot of the same crew and DM'd by Gloob himself. Bye.
Bye.